right, what is up? Welcome, Spoiler
Oh,
King.
nothing. Go ahead, Tank. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go.
Yeah,
I'm
man, go
sorry.
for it. I was doing
Oh
the
no, I
intro.
was just gonna say after the intro, I have to run to my Ninja Foodie real quick. My timer just went off.
Go for
Um,
it.
but
Go ahead.
He's
okay, I'll
making
be right back.
Greek yogurt, guys. He's
I'm
making.
making Greek yogurt. I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead. Go
All
ahead.
right.
I
Yeah.
wasn't ready yet, so I'll be back.
You do?
No, I'm not leaving, but I was almost. I was finishing up something.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh man. But yeah, what's
I
up?
was just sharing the stream. I wasn't done sharing the stream yet.
Oh, okay. Because I usually try not to let the live or the starting soon go past like 3 minutes.
I let it go all the way till I can finish it up. I almost.
Okay.
I'm done now, so we're good.
We got in chat. Anzo, Big for Entertainment. What's up?
Anzo.
And then we got Mama Bear. So both of y'all gifts should be heading out tomorrow. I have to check Anzo. I might have to bug you for your address. I have to see if I saved it or not.
He sent it to. He sent it to us.
Okay, did you? Okay.
Yeah, on Twitter. Yeah.
Oh, on Twitter. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I have not been on Twitter like at all, man. At all. Even like, oh man. Yeah. So okay. But cool, man. Yeah, we'll probably do a couple more giveaways. Well, we got to give the Wolverine,
yep,
and the Goblin Queen, right?
Yep.
And we got left.
I think that was it. I think those are the only two left. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do.
I drove to Tank's job today to drop off all the stuff, so
yeah,
you know, you actually be there. So you know, all the gifts will be out. Everything you guys, all the prizes you guys won will be out. So just want to make sure it's done.
Yeah. So over tomorrow, I should be. I should send them all out. So, but yeah. What we got? Homemade yogurt is great. Yeah, I think this is like his second time he made it. The first time he said it came out pretty good. So
he made plain the first time, and this time he's using vanilla beans to make it vanilla.
Nice. That's what's up.
I was like, that wouldn't be me. I'll just go to the store.
Just pretty much. Because I was making my own not kefir, kombucha.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing that for a while, and then it just got too tedious. You know, or I'll let it like sit for way too long, and that shit would like start to turn to legit alcohol. You know, it's like I'm like, ooh, that's got a kick.
For me, that's just I would rather go to the store, do what I got to do, call it a day.
Yeah, pretty much. Kevin Davis, what's up? Star Wars: The Acolyte finale going to be predictable.
Dude, I'm so tired of this damn show. I'm so tired of this damn show. And I saw it coming. And it started changing for me like 2 episodes ago, and I was like, man, it's just not great. Not that it's terrible. It's just not great. And then now it's just they're eliminating everything that we thought we knew about Star Wars. They're just eliminating. Like, you really don't care about Star Wars, do you? You really don't care the way things are supposed to happen. And then you don't care about writing. You don't even care enough to make sure it makes sense.
That's my thing. It's like, playing around with lore and shit like that. You can always like write around that. You can always like, oh, well, this is what kind of happened, blah, blah, blah. You can always get around when it comes to lore in universe and shit like that. So it doesn't always upset me. At times it does get a little like stupid. But ultimately, if it's just a shitty show with shitty writing and shit doesn't make sense, then it's like, then nothing matters. Like, so it's like, you're not telling a good story and you're fucking up the lore and you're doing all this stupid shit. I mean, we got a fucking Ewok with a metal detector on a fucking and then oh man, I don't want to get too much into it, but like I saw somebody like wrote like, so it's a metal detector, but all the things they're looking for is force. So it's a force detector? Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even think about that. That's so stupid. Like, he's out there like it was like looking for like force shit. It was like a fucking rock with the force in it. I was like, I don't get it.
it bothers me because I was always worried about Kathleen Kennedy in the first place, like doing what she was doing. And I mean, because she doesn't care about things that happened before. She does it. She's a good producer, but she does not a great writer. That it's almost like they're into marketing more than they are into world, and they're trying to disguise it as world building. And it's just care if you're going to do it right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So yeah, facts. Yeah.
It hurts. Like
Jedi lie now. See, that's the thing. Jedi always kind of lied, but it was always like from a certain point of view, that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like
instead of straight up just looking you in the eye and lying.
yeah, like technically Obi-Wan didn't lie, because Vader did kill Anakin, metaphorically, but it was like, so it's always like that from a certain point of view or from whatever. Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. Like obviously, I don't know, the story sounds forced. Xavier, what's up? Xavier said, go ahead and get into it. Think Star Wars is in a very bad place right now. I'm so pissed.
And you know what the worst part is? They could have done something special. They could have done something good.
Yeah.
And but I don't understand why Catherine Kennedy's still there. I don't understand why everyone likes to defend her.
Yeah.
And then because Disney has a list of people that could be president, CEO of Star of Lucasfilms. They have a list, and they said we have a list of like 5-6 names that people are interested in. We're interested in, and then they just don't do it. Captain Kennedy must have pictures of someone naked. There's no doubt in my mind. That's the only way it makes sense.
Yeah. It's man, it's got me like tongue tied because it's like I sat there and I watched it twice. I watched it twice because I'm like, okay, is there something maybe I'm not catching? And everything was just bad. Everything was bad. The whole concept of what happened, like the secret thing that happened, was stupid, and it didn't make any like sense why Soul was acting the way he was acting. Like,
but can I just ask you a question? I don't know if you're using the Force, right, and just holding up 2 bridges. Why wouldn't he just pick up the girls? Instead of holding these heavy bridges, why would he just pick up the girls and hold them? Like, if you can do that
together, now they're just one thing you're holding up rather than 2 separate things.
Bring them together, and then you just use if you're going to use it, why didn't you just use it? I don't understand why you're holding up the bridges because they're standing on the bridges. That's like trying to hold up a mountain instead of picking the dude off the mountain. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand what they're doing.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. It's so bad, man. It's just getting to a point where it's just frustrating. It's very frustrating, and it's just I don't even know. It's like, but then also like we got the dude, Smilo Ren, Quimar. We got him, and everyone's like, hey, I actually kind of like him. Like that's pretty cool. I want more. And they're like, okay, you like him? You're not gonna even fucking see him. We're not even gonna mention his name. Nothing. I was like,
yeah, but we've been waiting for this flashback episode. You knew it was coming.
Oh, and then the worst thing is like it could have been done like in 10 minutes. It could have been part of another episode. You didn't have to spend a whole you spent 2 episodes on like, oh, wait till we tell you what happens. Wait till we tell you what happens. Oh, you're gonna freak out when we tell you what happens. And then they tell us what happens, and you're like,
this is exactly what I thought would happen.
Yeah. Like we all knew that. We already knew that.
Yeah, it surprised no one. It didn't do anything, and I was like, you wasted 25% of the season, 1 hour out of the 4 hours that we're getting in one night, telling it from 2 different point of views. That's stupid. In a 24, 21 episode season, maybe cool, whatever, you could do it twice. But I mean, fucking The Simpsons did 5 people's point of views in one episode in one day, the whole Simpsons, like from each, like
Mr. Burns.
Well, that was like a 2 season thing. But I was like, Lingo dead. Lingo is dead. I was That's the episode where March cut off his finger and all that shit. I was like, come on. I was like, if Simpsons can do 5 points of view in one episode, in one normal 30-minute episode, why are you dragging this shit out into?
But you can't compare to the Simpsons. Come on, one of the greatest writers of all time. I mean, come on, they predict the future, Tank. They predict the future.
These guys can't even predict the next episode.
Exactly. Like, what's gonna happen next? I don't know. We'll see. Wherever the pen takes me, guys. Wherever it takes me.
Yeah.
What's up,
right,
Matt?
we're getting into that.
Matt, what's up?
But Matt Film Show, what's up? Like Xavier said, this show just ruined the Jedi for me. Instead of focusing on the story from the Sith point of view, like it was pitched. That's what it was. It didn't ruin the Jedi for me, but it's not what I was told what it was going to be.
But
even though I was on
the reservation, you did say that.
Yeah,
he's like, I have reservations of this.
Yeah, even though in this particular episode, I was like, screw the Jedi, or screw these several particular Jedi.
Screw Soul, the fucking dumbass.
Screw Soul. Screw Soul.
The one dude I kind of liked, and I'm like, oh no, you're just a dumbass.
He's the worst. You're the worst of all of them. Like, okay,
the other one, it was just a dumbass. But he's a Padawan, so like he's gonna be tempted, and he's supposed to be stupid. He's a student, you know. Like you're the master. Like the only one that has 2 senses is fucking Trinity,
and she gets killed the first episode, and but if she was that powerful to kill everyone through what she was doing, like I was like, I mean that was crazy in itself too. She killed all of them while they're trying to was it, I don't know what's called when they enter the body of whatever, when they're trying to control the Wookiee.
Mm-hmm.
When they were like, she was able to kill all of them, like that was crazy.
See, did she kill them, or did they like kind of sacrifice or die? I didn't get that how what happened exactly.
It was weird, like but
yeah, because like
my first thought was that they're not dead, that they're still around, they're not dead. But then as the way it was going, and it seems like they are dead, and like, so if they are dead, then what the hell just happened?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm so curious, and like for a penultimate episode, like it really didn't answer any questions. None.
This gave us more.
Yeah, exactly. I'm convinced KK has something on somebody to be still around. Yeah.
And I want to get what Kevin said, because you have no idea how bad KK has really been. And you want to talk about Feige compared to KK? Feige's made billions of dollars. Billions. So you say anything you want to say? No, not a great movie, not whatever. He's made billions.
Yeah. I mean, he's in a little hump right now, but from what I'm hearing from the Deadpool is like the people that got to watch the first 30 minutes are like, it's game changer, you know. But the thing was like Star Wars, Disney, it never really.
Yeah, Feige at least kind of came to the realization recently that the quality hasn't been up to par, and now he's trying to kind of course correct.
Yeah.
But he also has done a lot of great things too.
Yeah.
Kevin Kennedy's done great things marketing. That's why I think she's best at marketing.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, they say she's a great producer too. You know, but maybe not story writing, and maybe they need to work on the writing part, or leave the writing to someone else.
Yeah. No, she just produced that. Well, she's the studio head, so like all the stories need to go through her. I don't think she writes. Unless did it say she wrote any?
No. It said that she had the idea. The idea was her thing. She was the producer behind it.
Yeah,
you know,
it's fine, but
it looks good. I would say
the idea is cool, but that's not the pitch I was sold on. So, saying trying to portray the Jedi like the police or child protection service when they come across like when they come take action first and ask questions later. Yeah, that's what I didn't like that. Also, we got Brandon Davis. What's up?
Hey, Brandon. What's up, man?
Yeah, same thing about the certain DC co-head. Dude, I like James Gunn, and it's also not proven yet. Like he, like as a writer, he's good as a director. He's good, and he's proven it. I mean, a studio
We
head.
don't know. He needs to get a chance to see what he could do.
Yeah, studio head is very,
If
very
Kathy
good.
Kennedy, I already saw what happened to Indiana Jones, last couple movies, whatever. We've seen the last, what is it? Everything that she's touched for Star Wars is done terrible, except for Rogue One, because I believe she is the producer on Rogue One, and the story came through her and all that stuff. So besides Rogue One, I say everything else has been bad, but that does hold weight. Rogue One not just did well, but also made money. So
yeah. Well, it was I mean, bad movies got money for them, but was it a good movie and it made money? It was Rogue One.
Yeah.
I'll stick to The Force Awakens. I really enjoyed it. It's not the best Star Wars movie, but
no, I agree. I think anyone who says that it was a copy and paste is right. But that's how a good story was started. And you could have went a different direction with the story. So I didn't have a big problem with Force Awakens. And in fact, I actually liked it. Just thought they should have stayed with going that same route. So
stayed on track with it. Yep. Did I read that one? I didn't read that. I felt that the Acolyte couldn't finish watching it. Yeah, it's the worst Star Wars show from Disney. Boba Fett.
It's worse than Boba Fett because Boba Fett doesn't matter. It didn't ruin anything. It just
I mean, Boba Fett.
And there were episodes of Boba Fett that was Mandalorian 2.5. They were good episodes, just didn't have nothing to do with Boba Fett.
Yeah, because I feel like that show kind of ruins Boba Fett. Like this show, it doesn't ruin the Jedi for me. It just makes it like, oh, the Jedi during this period suck. You know what I mean?
I think it does worse. I think Boba Fett could be redeemed. They didn't do a good job of that, but he could still be around in other Mandalorian things. A movie that they do, all that stuff could still come. The problem is with Kathy Kennedy, she's doing right now is it's ruining parts of the world, like ruining things, expanding universe that could have been very good and great idea, and you ruining a great idea by not understanding certain things, not giving good writing, not checking on the writing.
Yeah.
No one wanted to watch it. Said, well, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, just on a story level, not even in a universe like lore level, just basic storytelling. Which really sucks because what's her name is like Russian Doll was like award-winning show and people loved it. So I don't know how you go from that to this. Damn. But
I really liked Russian Doll.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Loved Russian Doll.
Yeah, everyone did, man. It was really good. If KK leaves Star Wars, people will go to complain about everything Star Wars puts out. Yeah, they're always going to complain.
There's no placating them at all.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that some people could do a better job. I think also not having people that love Star Wars, like that are good producers, like Favreau and all that stuff, hating working for Star Wars hurts it too. So like you're gonna have some people that always want the EU to be exactly the same thing as Star Wars, and having that argument, that's okay to have the argument. But when you putting out not quality stuff, agree with it or not, it has to at least be quality.
Yeah,
that's different.
Yeah.
So you can argue about, oh, do I like it or not like it? But no, if it's not quality, that ruins something.
Yeah. Yeah. Like as much as we didn't like Andor, the writing was good because like the actual dialogue between everyone was good. It had good ideas. It looked good on screen. I can't deny that. Some of that shit looked really good on screen. The acting was good. It was just the story was too much of a slow burn, and it didn't go anywhere for me at the end. By the end of the season, but parts of it.
I watched Andor a little bit. Andor again. I would not have given it as much hate if I didn't feel like it was Star Wars. If it was Star Wars adjacent, if they didn't call it like Star Wars, if it was Star Wars adjacent, I think it's not a bad story. But there's certain, as I've argued this a lot of times, Star Wars has to have certain things, and I didn't think it had those certain things. It might have been a boring story, but that was a good idea. But now because it's Star Wars, I have other problems with it. I don't think Andor is like a terrible show. I just
Yeah.
didn't think you call it Star Wars. It didn't feel like Star Wars, and then nothing happened. Because when you say Star Wars, you want to see something happen.
Yeah.
I've actually been rewatching it too, and kind of warming up to it a little more than I did the first time. I definitely appreciate what they were going for. I guess they were going for more of an adult, or like a more of a grown up approach to Star Wars, which I appreciate. I think, dare I say, I'm kind of warming up to it a little bit more on second watch. It had some great ideas, and I know I'm a little biased because
it's not Star Wars. It's not
Star
Wars.
Hang on, let me finish up my thought.
Oh, you gonna go on for 5 minutes? It's not Star Wars.
No, let me finish up. No, I like the Gilroys, and it was pretty cool to see them take on something Star Wars related. And I would kind of argue that it does still constitute as Star Wars. It's just a different facet of it, which I appreciated. Kind of like Rogue One. But so I'm kind of warming up to it, admittedly, the second time
Yeah,
around.
I feel like it should be called Rogue One, Andor. Like, I think that would have been better than Star Wars Andor. It's like Rogue One.
Andor a Rogue One story, right?
Yeah.
It's not Star Wars, and then that's it's not. It could be in a Star Wars adjacent. It's totally okay. Being Star Wars and being a different story from, but don't call it Star Wars and then Andor. Like, it's not that. I think and that's the biggest problem. And I think they're going to fix it in season 2. I think they're going to do certain things to bring the Force back into it and things like that. They will try to make it merge, but I think that was the biggest problem. But Andor was not made crappily. It wasn't haphazardly done. Everything about it was, looked good, and some of the stories were good. It's just that you were waiting for something to happen.
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah,
every episode.
If you get the reference, but complaining about like bricks and screws weren't, but that's not a problem for me. I don't really give a shit. It's whatever. Like, if they can figure out how to make talking fucking sentient androids, but they like a screw is like too much that pulls you out of it, or bricks, like bricks and screws and different forms of it has been used in our world for hundreds of years. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a screw that you could think of like we use, but still does the same
thing.
Concept, bricks, however they made it with mud or clay or dirt or whatever. It's like, it's still like a brick, a wall. So yeah, I didn't have no issue with that. When I heard that like thing, I'm like, really? That's the problem. That's not the problem. So, that's not the thing that pulled me out of Andor.
They're just waiting. It was waiting for the other foot to drop, the shoe to drop, to get some action and to feel like you're setting up. They did a great job setting up stuff too. They're like, hey, and now we're not going to give it to you again.
Yeah, which is why I think season 2 is going to be good. At least I hope it's good. So Kevin Davis said Kevin Feige has made mistakes. He's still president of Marvel Studio. Yeah,
Kevin Feige's also made one of the greatest stories of all time.
Yeah.
Even
he's a better producer than Catherine Kennedy, because
Kevin. I mean, let's look at Marvel. Come on.
Yeah, even with some of the newer stuff kind of falling below expectation, or them kind of oversaturating things and getting a little too overzealous with just kind of cranking out a lot of stuff that, I can't suddenly forget or condemn the guy and say that he sucks. So, Feige's been responsible for a ton of content that I really liked also. So, what kind of fan would I be if I suddenly went turncoat just because a few of the more recent things have kind of fallen below expectation. At least Feige's kind of
good,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and at least Feige's kind of taken ownership and realized that, some of our stuff has fallen flat, so we're gonna try to go back to focusing on quality and not just cranking stuff out.
Yeah. And even it was not even on him, like what's his name? I can't think of his name. Bob Chapek. And it's all the rumors came out, or all the people came out and were like, he told them, he goes, make as much as possible. I don't even
make as much. Yeah.
And that was for regular Disney, for Pixar, for Marvel. It was just crank out as much shit as possible. So
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's
I
kind
just
of
don't think
Basically,
that you can compare Feige to Catherine Kennedy at all. I mean,
I mean,
Feige has done.
yeah,
I mean, they are both producers. They all heads of
studios
of
under,
studios.
yeah,
Yeah, but the content that Feige has produced and content that Catherine Kennedy has produced is not even on the same, almost on the same level.
yeah, I agree. Wait here. I saw something big before it said, yeah, most of her movies made over $1 billion. That's why she's still there. Yeah, you know, but the
Star Wars
problem is,
movies do it.
when was the last time they put a movie out? You know, it was the Rise of Skywalker, and people hated that movie. People
But
hated
once
that.
it's Star Wars, so sometimes you do go just because it's Star Wars.
Yeah, it made $1 billion because it's, like you said, it's Star Wars. It's the end of the new trilogy. People are gonna go watch it. You know, just the Star Wars logo is gonna bring in a lot of money. But
Mhm.
yeah, people are not. I went to go see it like 3 times.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
I went to go because the first time I'm like, okay, cool, and then I watched it again. I'm like, okay, no, and then the third time I was like, oh no. By the third time I was like, nah, I don't like that. I don't like yeah, because I went with me and my wife, and then I took my mom one time, and then I went alone again. You know, by the time I was like, nah, I get why it didn't sit well with me. So
I was mad
So,
because I had Force Awakens. I had an idea where they were going,
yeah,
and then once I saw they changed directions, I was a little upset. And then I thought about it more, and the more I realized this really is unsettling for me. And then I
mhm.
realized I just didn't like anything that they decided in the first place. So maybe I should just say, all right, forget it. You know, and I don't want to give any more money. So I was like, man, I need to go get my barbershop and get my bootleg, man. So
no,
Still haven't watched it.
no, it's bad.
he's the right one. He's the one that did the right.
It's a fact that it's something I'm very proud of.
Had some good moments, but it's like you don't bring in what's her name? Felicity.
Felicity.
I can't think of her name. She's in it, and she's in a mess the whole time. I was like, you know, so it's like it had some things that were okay, but
They had a lot of dead end roads, things that they were going to go towards and explore, and then just stopped.
well, they had to
Mhm.
because they had to start fresh because Ryan Johnson ended the story. He ended the story in the middle of the fucking story. It just ends it. Yeah. Imagine like, you know, in the middle of the book, it's like the end. And then the next chapter is, but there's another bad guy. It was like, well, what the fuck? It's like, you know,
Went out of his way to do that too.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. I only saw The Last Jedi once in theater because I walked out just icky. I was like, oh.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, what did I just watch? I was yeah. Oh, me and Erica talked about that for like weeks. Like weeks. That we were
Mhm.
not. Let's see. Sorry for the Sith point of view makes Jedi look bad. Christian, I'm shocked. Yeah, you know,
Yeah, I
at least
mean,
stupid. You know, I don't know. I mean, either way, it's
it
yeah,
should have just been done better. I don't even think the storyboards are probably the problem. It's the actual words that are being used in each scene.
yeah,
The conversation didn't make sense. You know, those are big details that make a movie, or make a show. The actual conversation, the actual way you get from point A to point B, is what we're actually are watching. That's what we care about. You know, the big points. I think they had a good idea where they're going. They just took a stupid road. They went like backwards and did wheelies to do nothing to get to the point B. Like all you do is take the straight line and you've been fine.
yeah,
You know, actually, you know, how about instead of trying to jog it or you know, I don't know, like walk with your hands to try to get there, you could just drove to the next point. And a lot of times they did things that were unnecessary, and then the story just didn't flow. So if
yeah,
you did it right, it will just flow better. If you make sure
Mhm.
all of it's supposed to make sense.
yeah, yeah. Because I've seen shows that take kind of going off of your thing, like detours, you know, and stuff
But
like
not
that.
just detail, I've been just doing the stupid. Like I
Yeah,
want to say like It's like you decide you want to go from point A to point B, and then you like just decide to have one tall stilt and then like a unicycle on the other foot. Like it doesn't make sense. Why are you doing this? Like that's my boy. Like you're doing two things that don't make sense. Why are you doing this? You could easily just do this, and it solves the entire problem.
Okay. Oh, I gotta look at the writers of the show, all the different writers and directors, because damn. Said it's sad because the show had potential to be the coolest project they put out. Yeah, it really
I
did.
think so.
It really did. Let's see. It did, Xavier. Unfortunately, nitpicking is part of the current culture, especially online. So I don't mind nitpicking, like especially in fandoms, because you're like, I like this, I didn't like that, blah blah blah. It's people take it too far, and then the nitpicking becomes like I don't know what's more like what's under nitpicking, because nitpicking means you still kind of liked it, but you're kind of nitpicking, like, oh, I really like this movie, I just didn't
You're
like
searching for something that you don't like. It's
yeah,
like you're trying to say
you're looking for something, where this kind of stuff, you still have those people that are looking for stuff to find to be bad, and then there's just stuff that's just
bad.
And as a fan of this franchise, as of Star Wars, it really sucks to watch this show, man. And I gave it a shot. I liked 2 episodes ago with the big fight scene. I'm like, oh, cool, man. This is a good step in the right direction to be the end of the show. And then they took a big step back where last week. And
did they really take a step back, Tank? This is my point. Did they really take a step back? All they did is not fight. The story was the talking was still the same. The story was still the same. They just didn't fight the next episodes.
But even that was like they didn't go like at the very least, whether the dialogue be bad or good, which it was mostly bad, but at least they were kind of going forward with a story, right? Whether the story be good or bad, they were going forward with it. Then they get to the big fight scene and stuff like that, and then the last episode 6, nothing happened. Nothing happened. She at the end she puts a helmet on, and then it cuts the credits. Literally nothing happened. And this current episode, again, nothing really happened because they tell you the thing that everyone already knows.
Yeah, they told the story last, and then the episode before that, you can see them actually connecting with this other side. And even the last episode, there are things that make sense. They are coming from basically one person split into two. So understand like once again, that's a great concept. All these things are great. They just are not getting there the right way. Like they understand the big points. It's the little points that are just there. All the details, which makes something good or bad, is the details.
Yeah,
that's just the fact of a movie. If storyboards all like when they lay it out, it makes sense to people. But how do you get there from point A to B to C to D? Like that's what the movie is.
Yeah,
I don't think that's nitpicking. I think that's the actual movie. That's what that's where we're in with the movie. But if you aren't doing that the right way, the movie's going to be crappy, or the show's going to be crappy.
Yeah. Like for me, nitpicking is complaining about the screws and the bricks. That's nitpicking, because it doesn't really matter when you're like, hey, the dialogue sucks. Hey, you're giving me information and you're not giving me any details on why this information is important or necessary. And they brought that concept up of them being split, and I'm like, ooh, who, what? And they're just like, never mind, we're gonna turn it. And I was like, come on, man. It's like did Soul not think that was important? like, oh, really? How did you do that? Who did you do that with? He's like, no, you're not gonna turn into a ghost. Even that would have been all right. Kingdom of Nerds, what's up?
What's up?
Welcome. Excuse me. I know you do stuff with Mama Bear. Mama Bear knows you. Yeah. So appreciate you being here, Kingdom of Nerds.
But I will say this, Brandon, we all like Rogue One.
Yeah, I was gonna hear that. No. Yeah.
We all like Rogue One.
I love Rogue One.
Rogue One is a great story. It's a great story.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. Yeah, great story. And then that's when it took like a small detail from the original movie of why this little hole that can destroy the whole fucking ship, because for years, for decades, people were like, why was that
Why
there?
the hell do you have this?
It's such a like an easy way out kind of thing that George Lucas did. But then like years later, you make Rogue One and it makes sense in the whole story of why that little hole was there, why this happened, who did this, and and it connects these legit one scene from the movie from the 70s, and they're like, well, we're gonna expand on that and make a movie and make it good and make it make sense. Like Rogue One was such a good movie.
And it was hard to do because you're doing it in between things. You had to end at a certain point. The story ended here. Everyone knew what the story was at the end.
Yeah.
So that's hard to do and to make the story make sense. But then you have to really control the details if you're gonna do that.
Yeah. People complain that like they don't like it because I didn't connect with the characters. I was like,
they're gonna die.
The characters didn't matter. It was like you want to connect enough to them where you care enough to follow them, but also it's the story that mattered the most. It's why this happened, why this, who did this. You're expanding the universe. You're not like, oh, blah 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 is gonna show up 50 years later for no reason. Like, no, they're all gonna die because that's what happens in the story. That's what happens in the lore. They say a lot of
so they follow the lore, huh?
Yeah.
Novel
And they expanded on it. It's like the one sentence of a lot of people died to get this info, and there's a hole in the Death Star, and then boom, fucking made a movie from those two things, and they connected it, and it made sense. It was great. I loved it. And then finding out like it was really,
yeah, I also hate it.
Yeah, it's so good though, man. And then they even like why the beam from the Death Star is so powerful. Like he uses the kyber crystals and shit like that. Like it just makes it more stupid that 500 ships all have mini Death Star lasers on it. In Rise of Skywalker. It's like cool. Like what? Oh my god! That made no damn sense. Margaret said, I recognize you guys generally give stuff a shot. I also recognize a lot of people do the opposite. Seeing people complain that Axel F was too nostalgic and similar.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ignore that. That's just really, it's too nostalgic.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand what people wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
If it, it's kind of a lose-lose. If it was too modernized, people would complain about that. It's something that's very, especially when something's that rooted in the 80s, you have to use nostalgia. That's why this worked, because it was nostalgia used correctly. That's why I feel Ghostbusters Afterlife worked because it used nostalgia correctly. I didn't even feel like it shoved it in your face or anything like that, or used it as a crutch. I thought it used it exactly right.
Yeah.
It's a lose-lose.
It really is the lose-lose for these people. But it's a fine line to walk when it comes to nostalgia, and I thought Axel F was great with it. But like, yeah, I mean, people just complain to complain, or love to complain, and they find any reason to do so. And like being too nostalgic, like I don't even get. What does that even mean? Like,
I mean, not standing on his own 2 feet, I guess, or I don't know. I thought so. Coming to America to try to they didn't have a storyline, and they try to use nostalgia as a storyline, and I think that's what it is. Too nostalgic means you don't have a storyline, and you're trying to use this nostalgia to push the story along.
Yeah, it just was like a member berries. Like that's that that is a good example. Like say it like that. Yeah. Yeah, Coming to America was nothing but member berries.
Yeah.
Axel F was legit
That's
another
story.
an actual continuation that has a story with all these characters and I thought it flowed good, but yeah. But I mean, also, yeah, giving stuff a shot. Like that's the big thing people don't do a lot anymore. I'm not gonna hate watch. Like I gave up on Velma, but like with this show, I didn't hate watch it until this last episode. Now I hate it, but I'm already like 6 or 7 out of 8 episodes in. I'm gonna watch the fucking finale and that's it.
You know what's funny?
But
I still don't hate it. I think there are ways. There's a path to solve a lot of problems. The writing is always going to be terrible. If you give me a lot of fighting and you solve some of the issues I have with it, I still can say,
27 minutes.
it's a C. At the end of the day, I'm like, it was mid. And
They got
that
27 minutes to finish
fixed
a season
everything.
and to fix a lot of stuff.
But I won't hate on it until I see the last episode. I reserve my opinion on the whole thing until I see the last episode. Because if they fix some of the stuff, then everything I've been arguing about is stupid. I was stupid to say anything about it.
For me, the last 2 episodes were 6 and 7 were not fun. They were not good. I'll still gonna watch episode 8 and see how it all ends. And if it ends good, I'll be cool. But I don't have any faith in that right now. Well, my expectations are bottom, broad, base or bottom. Yep. So that's why I know people hate on Axel F are just tripping. Anzo hates close to everything, but he liked it. I know so we did our review on Monday. I was trying to get it out today, and I didn't get a chance to at work, but tomorrow I should have it out tomorrow morning or before noon. So I don't think Axel was that great. It was just one part just with remix scenes. I think it was better than 2, and I don't even remember watching 3.
You think it was the first movie, just remix scenes? Is that what you're saying?
It was just part 1, just with remix scenes.
So like the first movie.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think that's the first movie at all. I think that it did use nostalgia of things that you saw in the first movie, but not actually the first movie plot line. Just think that it was totally different plot, in my opinion. And I mean they did use something that it's something that we see a lot in these movies. I mean, the daughter, or saying that I'm not like this person, and then finding out that you're just like them all along. They did use that plot device, but I don't think it's the same as the first movie.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think it's a good sequel to
the second one.
Yeah.
The third one. We don't talk about the third one.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even think I saw it. Like the more I think about it, I'm like, I don't know if I ever watched the third one.
You never the Wonder World. Oh man,
I remember that.
I remember watching that. I was like, this is terrible.
I think I watched it probably only like once.
Well, but I would say this is probably better than number 2. Not as good as number 1. That first one was amazing.
2 is
first one's yeah.
2 is better than this, but this is probably my third favorite one. It's better, way better than 3. Yeah. But then I saw a cat licking itself the other day, and that was better than 3. So
I did like the little subtle jab they took at 3 in this one when Joseph Gordon-Levitt's reading Axel's file, and he's going through what he was doing throughout all the years in Beverly Hills, and he's like, "Oh, you were back here at the Wonderworld incident in 1994, which wasn't your finest moment." But
exactly.
Well, and they got then Eddie Murphy said, "Oh, we don't talk about that" or something, right?
Yeah.
Funny. That's funny. That's funny. And Hanzo said, "No, I do not. I just hate stupid shit."
Which is most things he still likes.
Yeah. So all those scenes are basically the same. Not talking about plot. I mean, it's an action film. I mean, they kind of go through the same
So he's saying that they go to the same type of places and stuff, and each one like the police station, which is because it is the police station that is based on. That's true. They do go to a club, but that's not the same thing that happened in the story. They do have someone that's going to die because it is an action film. So I don't know. I disagree a little bit more with that one.
Yeah. And also, I mean, that could be part of the nostalgia is kind of going through stuff like that. So if some people felt like that, then maybe that's what they were kind of going for. But if you didn't, it's, I think that's like might be something done on purpose. But I don't know. I would have to watch the first one. I haven't watched the first one in a while.
So. Yeah, I watched it a couple of days ago.
Those are nice. Which you Hollywood at high standards.
Yeah. He thinks Hollywood should be based in Canada. That's the Lonzo thinks.
I mean, at this point, I mean, they filmed so much shit in Toronto. So.
In Toronto, you're 100% right.
Yeah,
it's Hollywood of the North.
Yeah. Yeah, club scene. This House 7. You got the staying at the hotel scene. You have the driving Beverly Hills scene. Yeah.
But that's the driving Beverly Hills thing is nostalgia.
Yeah,
that was the point of that.
Yeah. I was saying 2 is still better. Okay.
Yeah, I think 2 is good.
Yeah, 2 is my favorite. Okay. Damn, I gotta really watch it again.
The 2 is good. 2 might
watching
might be better than 1, man.
Really? Yeah. That's dope. Yeah. Supercell. Everyone's talking about Supercell.
Dude, you have no clue. If you haven't seen Supercell yet, first of all, I know Anzo will like it because it's like right up his alley. And I watched it and I tried to just watch the first episode, right? And then I realized it was like 4:00 in the morning because I just watched 3 episodes. And then I came the next day and woke up. The first thing I want to do was watch the next episode. And then finished it up, and it's good. I love the idea that a British Nigerian guy from Great Britain wrote it, Ratman, and he put people in it and that represent what he wanted to represent, that live there, that no one talks about in England or London. That we are part of this community too. We are here, and the idea of the whole point of Supercell is Black people are the most likely people to have sickle cell gene, right? And then the idea is that the descendant of someone whose parents had the sickle cell gene or the sickle cell trait can develop superpowers from it. If you understand what sickle cell does and how it changes your DNA and all stuff, you can develop superpowers from it, and that's what it's kind of about. And it's very, I mean, it was almost grounded in reality to get you superheroes, and then those superheroes turn to be like almost X-Men. But the story was good because it's also 4 different type of people, One who's a straight-laced guy, in love with his high school sweetheart. Another one who's doing her thing in nursing. Another one's doing this thing, just got out of prison trying to create a good life. And has a son that he has to be a good role model for. Another one who's in the street that lost his mother. So like, it's just many points of view, different type of people, all dealing with the same thing, and it's just very good. It's a very good story. They did a great job.
It's on Netflix, right?
Netflix, yeah.
Yeah. Netflix.
So it's all out, right? You can like.
Oh, yeah, it's all out. I was actually mad because I finished it and I was like, so what do I gotta do now? So now you expect me to sit here and wait for the next episode? Next season?
Next season. Yeah. Hopefully it does. I mean, everyone, like I said, every time I heard Supercell, it's was followed up by it's amazing or I love it, it's great. Like I haven't heard anybody say anything bad about it. Everyone was just like, it's so good. So
no one saw it coming. That's the thing about Supercell.
Thing too. Yeah, it came out of nowhere. I just see people talking like, "What is this?" And then I think I saw who was talking about it was the back of the bus. I think them were talking about, or Plan Finance were talking about it, or the combination of the two. And I saw a bunch of other people on YouTube talking about it. So I'm like, damn. So yeah, it is definitely on my list.
I mean, it was the #1 show for Netflix for the last last few weeks, and then it's everyone's talking about it because it's really good. It gives you good content and good storylines. And once again, that's the thing I was arguing about storylines. It gives you a good story that makes sense and takes a negative and make it into a positive. I love those type of stories.
Yeah, that's always good. That is cool. Kevin said Netflix, Prime Video, HBO, good at taking risks. People will keep watching and will not complain and call it woke. People keep watching and not complain and call it woke. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Netflix puts so much content out there. I think that if you get what you want, you can find something that you want from Netflix. That's a good thing for them.
Yeah, because they put out so much that if something bad comes out, it's just like that bad promo or bad publicity is only gonna last for like a week, and then the next thing is out. So HBO though is they have that name behind them. They're that like good TV, boom, HBO, and that's been like that since I remember in like the 90s.
Good movies. You always thought that they're gonna have good content and great movies.
Yeah. How do you call it woke? Everyone calls everything woke now. 2 was great. Remember that Chris Rock second movie? Chris Rock's in the second movie. Man, shit. I really gotta watch the second one then.
It was like you don't remember, yeah.
I don't remember at all. I haven't seen Super Soul yet, but everyone keeps talking about it, about it, so I'm gonna go watch it. Same.
You're gonna like it. And only thing I'll say is don't watch it at like 12 o'clock at night because you won't go to sleep.
Stay up. So Anzo said it's kind of like Heroes, save the cheerleader, save the world, but that last episode he goes chef's kiss. So, and here, oh my god, Hero season 1 was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it is very much like Heroes, and then, but instead of going over, it's the same. This is going. You have to do this. You have to do this. They say we gotta focus on this because this is the future of the world, and then they blow up that world like immediately. Like they blow it up and say now we gotta do something totally different, and now this is going to be a different show than what we started off to be, and they just do it so well.
Yeah, check it out. So that's finished The Bear. I haven't had a chance to watch the last 2 episodes of Bear yet. Okay. Are you watching that, Brandman? I know you're a big fan of it, but
I have to mentally prepare myself to watch The Bear. Like you don't understand. Like I have to. It blasts my anxiety through the roof. So I have to like kind of psych myself up to start watching it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it just to finally get but it's probably gonna take me a while to finish
it. Take breaks in between.
I take breaks. Yeah, I literally finished season 2 like probably like a month and a half ago.
Oh damn!
Because I was spacing it out that much.
I
gotta get started on this.
Yeah, I'm good. I really like The Bear. I really like The Bear, but I have to watch it in small increments.
So we never talked about season 2 of The Bear, did huh?
No.
We could do like a big thing at the end of the season.
Understand it's a lot that's going to happen, and it's going to be very stressful watching it.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. I mean, that's how season 1, season 2 is. That's why like season 3, I
don't want to start it.
Get closer. Well, I might wait till it's a little closer to the end of the season. Like I haven't really kept track of it. I heard people saying it's good, they like it, but I haven't heard a lot of like people talking about it, like doing episode breakdowns and stuff like that. So, but I'll probably wait till it's a little bit more close to the end of the season to start it.
Yeah, speaking of all this stuff, I think about Netflix. Netflix has been coming out with some really good shows. I mean, has anyone watched Three Body Problem yet? Have you ever finished Three Body Problem yet? That was amazing. It was beautiful the way they built that show.
All these episodes are out? Oh shit. Okay.
You know, so I love Three Body Problem. This last one was Supercell has been amazing. They're coming out with a lot of good original content.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen that
Fuck,
since
dude.
Prime Video. Prime has been doing a lot of original content, but this is Netflix is doing a good job. I think they right now they got it. I think they're going to be my number one streaming service again.
Yeah. I know everyone's kind of going back on them. It kind of rotates, because like, Apple Plus right now don't got anything major going on, and I'm super pissed off. They had a trailer. It really wasn't a trailer. It was like an announcement for when Severance season 2 comes out. January, fucking January. 3 years since season 1. 3 years. That's insane.
Netflix can't say anything about that.
Yeah, I know, right? Like 3 years, you gotta get those numbers up, man.
It's like Stranger Things. We're waiting 4, 5.
But I was pissed. I was like, I'm thinking like November. We'll get it. Fucking January. I was like, damn it, man. So, yeah. But they usually kind of rotate between like Netflix, Amazon, and Apple. I feel like they'll kind of rotate.
I think Apple is just such a small portion of it because it doesn't have a lot of subscribers.
Netflix
number has 200 million subscribers.
Yeah, they've been around forever.
Yeah,
but also
200 million.
Yeah. But Apple has like banger shows, man, that everyone loves. They just don't watch it. Like
they can't have that many subscribers because not many people, actually watch it on Apple.
No, that's why every show that I found out about Apple is after the fact. It's after it's done with its weekly release. Like Silo, everyone's saying how great Silo was. So I was like, damn. Even Severance, I didn't wind up watching Severance until after it was all done. Because I heard so many people saying like it's such a great show, and then why watch it?
Here's what I mean. So Netflix, I said, has 200 million subscribers. Apple has 25.
Yeah. Even 25 is a lot. I thought it'd be like a lot. I was thinking more like 15, 10 maybe.
There's 25 worldwide. 25 million worldwide.
Yeah. I know they're probably going to get more because of the Comcast combo pack they have. So you can get Netflix, Apple Plus, and Peacock, I believe, all for $15. Which
they said of the 25 million, half are under the trial period.
Yeah. Woo. So it is about like 12 then, right? 12, 13.
It's more like 12.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you do. You kind of put the trial on, binge your 2 shows, and then dip. And then
find another person. Can I give you your email for this trial?
Yeah, Netflix is going to be the number one streaming for a long time. So Netflix number one never. It's all about Disney, Hulu. Netflix got some good stuff though, man.
Yeah, I'm not as much as I like Hulu and I use Hulu instead of using cable. There's no way, it can't contend with Netflix. It just can't.
Yeah. And Disney's all about the library. Disney's all about the library because their new shit isn't great. That's something like what was the one like Chinese born American born Chinese or whatever that one?
American born Chinese, yeah.
That was pretty good, but Loki was pretty good, but for the most part, Disney originals, ooh, no. But if you got a kid, you got Disney Plus. Yeah.
I lied.
Mickey, all the Pixar stuff.
Netflix has 260 million.
Netflix?
Yeah. I said 200 million. 200 million. It's 260 million. You subtract 200 million. They still have 60 million subscribers.
Still like 3 times more than
Netflix. My God. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's great. Also, Drew, what's up, Drew?
Drew.
You got a new Lego Marvel Lego thing out that came out today. So super awesome. Appreciate you being here, man. Should have had more than 6 episodes. Oh, that's all that was.
Yeah,
Super Show's only 6 episodes. Are they an hour long at least?
they're 40 minutes, I guess.
Something. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is an hour long show if you had commercial breaks and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, where did I see this? So Kevin said Disney has fought off a proxy war battle, right? And won. Bad stock right now, which a lot of the bad stock people have no idea why the stock is doing so bad. They think it's because of the proxy battle, because a lot of them
And
sold
the dude sold. He sold all his
all of them.
Yes.
$30 million in stock he sold. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, they're playing it safe right now. They are, man. And movie wise, because Disney's more than just movies, but just for our sake, movie wise, they're playing it safe, and they're making a shit ton of money. They're making a shit.
They're probably gonna have $4 billion movies, maybe $5 billion movies. 4 of them would be Disney.
Yeah. I mean, right now, Inside Out 2, it's the highest Pixar. It's the higher grossing movie in Pixar. It's the 23rd, I think, overall movie ever, and it's like the 5th animated movie ever and it's like 1.2, 1.25,
1.267.
1.267. Yeah. So, and
it's gonna get to 1.3 billion. It's gonna get to 1.3 billion.
Yeah. I wonder if it breaks the top 20 of all time, like movies, all time, not just like animated, like all time. I think it's in like around 22, I think right now. Yeah, it might sneak up a little bit more. It might be number 4 in top animated movies, but they're doing good. And that's just this one. Like you said, you still got Deadpool and Wolverine, which might be the highest grossing rated R movie of all time.
So
it's
gonna make so much money.
Yeah, it's gonna make so much money. And then I just keep hearing like all the good things about it, like spoiler free, like because I'm trying to avoid spoilers too. But everyone is just coming out and they're like, oh my god. I was watching John Campia today, and he had brought up I believe IGN, I believe it was, and the guy got to watch the first 30 minutes, and he was just like, he turned into a Marvel hater, and he's like. This flipped me. Like, I think Marvel's back on track, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is going to be good. And he only watched the first 30 minutes. And he goes, it was just funny and deep and good and everything. I was like, I cannot wait for this movie. I cannot wait for this movie.
All right. I got a little game for you guys. Question.
Okay.
All right. I want you guys, what is the highest grossing G movie? All time.
G-rated movie?
Mm-hmm.
All time.
Lion King?
You would think so. You would think that, right? It's not.
Is it a Disney movie?
It is.
Okay.
Toy Story 1?
Right, John? Wrong number.
Toy Story 3?
Toy Story, really?
4.
Wow.
Who the hell thought that?
Wow.
It's like, what?
Toy Story 4. Wow.
All right. So what's the highest growing PG movie?
Oh, this should be tough.
Yeah. Because I don't know what the difference is.
Once again, it's Disney.
Yeah. I figured.
And it's a live action movie.
PG from Disney.
Is it the Lion King? The
Lion
live
King.
action Lion King? Yeah, because I know that one made a shit ton of money. It's like 1.6, 1.66.
1.663. Yeah.
Yeah, that made a butt ton of money.
All right. So what's PG-13?
Live action, though.
Yeah.
It's
PG-13.
Yeah, that should be easy. PG-13 is the highest grossing movie of all time.
Avengers Endgame. Avatar.
Oh, you say, I don't know why I heard you say that stupid one with the kid. Not in it was an Endgame, Ender's Game. That's what
Ender's
I thought.
Game. I love Ender's Game, by the way.
I thought you said Ender's Game. I'm like, wait, what? You said Endgame.
Avatar 2.923 billion.
Almost 3.
Almost 3 billion.
Oh my god, that's Jesus.
And then we all know what the number 1 R-rated movie for now.
For now,
is
yeah, Joker.
Yeah, I think that will no longer be the case after what probably will take August 19th.
So after Deadpool and Wolverine takes the highest rated R movie, Disney owns those are all Disney franchises. I would say Avatar 1 started off as Fox. I'll give it that, but Fox owns it now. So
Disney owns Fox.
Disney owns it. Yeah, Disney owns it now. So I would, the little asterisk next to it, but damn, that's why people are like, "Oh, Disney sucks, Disney fails." I was like, Disney has an insane amount of like a pedigree like no other. When it comes to like billion-dollar movies, I think they're like way higher. I think they're like in the 20s, high 20s when it comes to movies.
Crazy.
And I think the next studio is like 11 or 12. Yeah.
All right. One more question. Okay. What's the fastest movie to make $500 million?
Ooh. I think, is it Inside Out 2?
No.
Because that was like 2 weeks.
It has been mentioned in the last 5 minutes.
Frozen 2?
By Brandon.
Toy Story?
No.
Phantasm.
The Lion King?
No.
Endgame?
Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Avatar Endgame was the fastest to $100 to $650 million. Then something beat it to from 700 all the way to $900 million. And we started the stream talking about the main point of the franchise.
Oh.
It was Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
It was the fastest to 700, 750, 800, 900, all $1 million. Yeah.
Because I remember, I went to go see it a few times because I really did like that The Force Awakens. I remember though, and when we were trying to get tickets and I stayed up till midnight and I had 2 laptops and my computer and my phone and my girlfriend's phone. And we're just like trying to get tickets, in an iPick, in AMC, in a Regal, just anywhere we can see this fucking movie, and then we got it for like opening night at 11 o'clock at night, like on a Wednesday or some shit, but that was an experience, man. That was an experience. So, I mean, just the pre-orders of it, the pre-sales of it, I'm sure got it there like before.
They probably fight $500 million the first weekend.
Yeah. Easily. But I remember, we were in the crowd and everyone was big fans, sold out. And there was like a younger kid, in front of us, and she was just super geeked, like beyond geeked. And the big intro came on, and she just screams, and I hear her start crying, and she's like so excited, and everyone in the theater was just like happy, because like this girl like was just like literally saying out loud what we all kind of feel, and then she legit started crying when Han Solo died, crying, man. She was so upset. Like it was
hilarious,
and it was so much fun, and her being in there, like I'm gonna remember that forever. Yeah.
You want to know what I would do? I would go. You ever seen Big Bang Theory when Will Wheaton goes to see the Star Wars movie? He has a Star Trek uniform on. That would be me. I have my Star Trek uniform on. Hey, I got represent the home team. Let's go.
Yeah, right. You ever seen fuck, was it the Fanboys?
Yeah,
Fanboys. Oh yeah.
I love that movie. It's such an underrated movie. The dude owns a comic book shop kind of thing, and he has that one Star Trek like phaser, and he uses it to like weed out the Trekkies. He's like, get out. Scream out. Yeah.
I would never get me out. Damn it.
Yeah, that was such an underrated movie. I really enjoyed that movie a lot. It was sad too.
Mhm.
But, yeah. Well, shit. I mean, we kind of already talked about Star Wars.
I say we talk about the boys and we come back and
what?
do our official review of Acolyte real quick.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Get the boys going. All right, let's talk about this. All right, let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon right down here. Brian over there. What is up, guys? Are you excited about the season 4 coming to almost to an end? We got one episode left.
Oh, I'm upset. Stop doing this to me. Stop giving me 8 episodes. I'm done. Stop.
Yeah.
Even back to good old days, we had 24. I need 24 episodes of The Boys. I need 24 episodes. Come on.
I like it.
Terrible.
But yeah. Got the penultimate episode 7 of 8 for season 4. We're gonna talk about it. So if you haven't watched it, hit pause on the video, come back and let's get into it because we're getting into spoilers, all that fun stuff. Because this was one heck of an episode. We'll start with Brandman. What you think about this episode, man?
This episode was awesome. I think A-Train is becoming one of my favorite characters. Like he just has like the best redemption arc. It went some unexpected areas unexpected went down some unexpected avenues with the shape-shifting soup, which I just didn't see coming.
No. What if she's pregnant?
Oh man.
That's the most X-Men Scott Summers thing.
Oh my god. I didn't even think about that. Holy shit.
What if she's pregnant after Starlight aborted her pregnancy? She has his baby and she has to watch this other thing have the baby that she aborted. Boy. Woo! Watch the episode.
Right.
In episode 8, that's going to be something we go see.
I also liked how it's not even subtle at taking jabs at like the incel crowd and stuff like that with the with the puppet show. It's not even subtle about it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, technically it never was subtle. It just spelled it out a lot bold, like in a lot more bold type this time.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see where they're going with Butcher this season too. You know, and Anthony Starr just crushes it every single episode. He's so good on this show. Like if he doesn't get it, if he doesn't win an Emmy, I think I'm gonna be legitimately angry about it.
They're not gonna let him drink breast milk and win the Emmy.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
That would be great.
He goes up there to accept the Emmy. He's got like a milk mustache.
There's no way they're gonna let that happen.
Although there are semi off topic, there are some rumors going around that he's not like good on set, and he's actual like an asshole and racist and stuff. I haven't heard anything concrete. It's a lot of like random things. I hope they're not true because I do like him and I do like the character, especially that he portrays. So I hope it's not true, but I haven't heard anything too concrete. It's just like rumors and stuff about Anthony Starr.
But you don't think some of that
going full
is
method.
just coming from?
Yeah.
He's at method acting. Exactly. How can you play a guy who's racist and not be racist? Like not act like you're racist, or
yeah.
I mean, be best friends with somebody, and then.
Yeah, getting things confused. I mean, that happens a lot now. Is like getting mad at actors for doing their job, and then like, oh fuck you, you're a piece of shit. It's like, no, I'm like super nice. My character's a piece of shit though, but thanks. Yeah, but yeah. So I hope that's not true, but it's a little off topic a little bit. But what else you got, Brandman? What you think about the episode?
That scene with the deep. Was crazy.
I laughed so hard.
That was cool.
But she kept on dying. Like she was like, it reminded me of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
When it was like, you're going to regret this. Like, you think he's dead, and he comes back in 5 minutes later.
Kicking the wall.
I'm dying.
And
like, what? Die, lady.
like Black Noir, like this version of Black Noir is just so hilarious to me.
Yeah,
Like
that's wild.
just how dopey they made him.
I didn't know he could fly.
Yeah,
Me
like
neither.
He's bulletproof and all this other stuff. I'm like, you're 10 times better than Black Noir.
But it's also like you're Homelander. Like you're bulletproof. You have super strength. You can fly. Like what? Like what's the, I don't get why. Like I don't know. I was like, this dude is super awesome. Why is he like no one's like talking about him? Like if he's just as good as Homelander, like I don't know. I want more from him. I definitely want some more. Like
Yep.
So yeah. What else you got, man?
There was one other thing I wanted to mention.
Oh, we got
the internal conflict with Mother's Milk. Like I thought he was about to leave too for a minute. You know, I thought he was going to say screw it. So that was pretty. I like that he decided to hang around, and I like where they're going. I like the character conflict with Ryan too. Like even he's realizing just this isn't cool. Especially, I thought he was just going to be under Homelander's thumb the entire season, the way the last season ended. And I like that they're doing a little more with it than that, which I didn't expect. I'm pleased that it's not panning out the way I originally expected.
Yeah, same.
But yeah,
they showed
really
this season doing that. Like he's gonna be Homelander mini, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, really good episode. I really like this one. I like this show overall. It's the edgy superhero universe that Zack Snyder wishes he could make.
Yeah, all the cool stuff happening on screen.
Yeah, except it doesn't freaking suck.
Oh my gosh, that was not something that we all agree with. That's only Brandman's opinion. Don't come
it sure is.
Don't come here.
I'll take ownership of that. Fuck it.
Yeah. Well, okay. What about you, Brian?
I mean, everything they've done is so good. I mean, so the thing with Jack Quaid or Huey and Starlight is interesting, right? Their relationship is interesting, and then her trying to explain why she had the abortion to him and all that stuff, and her dealing with that. That's one thing, right? And then you have the whole thing with Kimiko. Dude, that's crazy. The Kimiko's point with Frenchie and him saying, you know, she's telling you like, I've been exactly in your shoes. I don't know why you're not talking to me. I'm the one person, not everybody, that understands what's going on. Yeah. You know, and then they have this deep conversation, this deep connection, and then like not 5 minutes later, he has to chop off and saw off her leg. Like that's what this show is. It has great information, great scenes and all that stuff, and then crazy violence within minutes that you don't see coming. Mm-hmm. And just I love that part. I love the Homelander idea. I wonder what's going to happen with Sage. What's she going to do? Now that she's been fired from the Seven. What's going to be her role in the last episode? Because I think that she's going to be a big part of this. Mm-hmm. And that she might even flip sides and help them.
That'd be interesting. I thought it was funny though that she was hooking up with Black Noir and the Deep, but she had to be stupid. Deep, you know?
He was like, "What you talking about? Lobotomize?"
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, yeah. Yeah.
After he just killed his heart, the one he loved, his octopus.
Mhm.
Octopus. Dude, that was such a crazy relationship, and seeing. So you're not gonna put me in the front tank? What happened? What's going on? And she's like, I
Who?
know all about Sage. Just the
I,
conversation was just so
and she
crazy.
has a British accent though. Who's
Yeah,
the? I've been meaning to look up the voice.
it's Tilda Swinton,
Is oh my god.
which just makes it even more hilarious.
It makes it so
What?
much better.
Mhm.
Why? Like, like I cannot. Like, that's insane. They got like somebody like because she's a pretty big actress, and they got somebody of
Yeah.
her caliber to like. All right, listen, we want you to
You
be
are an octopus having
having
sex.
with this bootleg Aquaman. That just makes the death scene like I want to see the outtakes of that. Just her like in the mic going, I love you, like doing her like her fake death scene thing, like
Uh,
gasping for air. It sounds horrible, but it's like it's an octopus who's
Mhm.
out of water. It's just-
oh my
oh
god.
man, that was funny.
But what Newman with when Huey went to go see her, and she still was complacent in all the stuff that was going on, even though she didn't know what was going on, she still was like, I'm still going with it. That was crazy. I mean, just everything that's going on is so nuts. And then taking the one villain that we thought you hated the most in season 1 and making him the person you like the most in season 4 is a
Yeah.
great way to do things, And
Mhm.
Ashley said it right. She's like, this place makes it so easy to be evil.
Yeah.
So easy.
Yeah.
And and then she had a chance to leave and didn't leave.
Mhm.
And that means she's gonna die.
Yeah, because I wonder why. Like, why didn't she leave? Like, was it she because she knew she couldn't get away, or like because she
She
doesn't
likes
have
the
powers,
lifestyle. She
likes the
likes her lifestyle.
lifestyle, all of the reasons of what was the reason that she didn't want to go. But when she said that this place makes you a monster, I was like, fuck, that's like one of the most real things anybody has said in this show. Like, is that
Mhm.
and I was like, damn.
That's what Homelander's true power is. Making everyone around him a true monster.
Wow. Yeah, because he wants them to be like him, unhappy and mental and the sick bastard.
Mhm.
For sure, for sure. We got Toxic Gamer. What's up, Toxic? Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, so yeah, such a great episode. I thought, and for everything you guys said, like there's nothing I was like, oh, that's kind of silly, even when the shapeshifter, I've never seen something like that. Like legit sheds their skin. I was like,
That's exactly what they
oh,
do with Supernatural.
do they? I don't
Yeah, that's
remember.
exactly what they do with Supernatural.
Do they? Yeah. I thought that was fucking that was wild. She's like rips off her face as she like walks out and like
As you know, if anyone knows about Supernatural, there's baby. I do.
yeah. Yeah. But I guess there you go. Happened in
I do,
Supernatural.
guys.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about the web weaver thing.
Oh,
Oh
that
my
was
god.
That was so funny. It
It was hard to watch and yet funny at the same time. I'm like,
it was nasty. Well, was it web? Because it just was like white goo.
it was webbing.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like
Mhm. Yeah.
it was nasty. Yeah, he's like, oh, it happens when I'm scared, and it just comes coming out. But I thought like that's
it sounded like diarrhea. So
Mhm.
it was funny, but also was like it just showed like that Homelander is he just wants to be right no matter what, and he wants people to be afraid of him. Like he starts listening to Firecracker, even though she's like doesn't know what's going on and kind of just is there to be next to him because she thinks like it's gonna give her power. But then I think now she saw it, she goes, "Oh, if I fuck up, like this is not gonna be good," And I'm wondering if she's starting to realize that like the closer I get, the more in danger I'm going to be. I think it's the opposite of what like she thought was gonna happen. Like
I think she always had a crush on him though.
Probably.
And so she wants to be near him and wants to be that person that's close to him and think I could change him or he wouldn't do this to me. And then she's going to be sadly mistaken.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. Real quick. So
I wonder if Sister Sage has a bigger plan at play.
Yeah.
I think I think I wonder where they're going to go with her next. I don't think she's going to.
That's a good question.
Say what?
That's a good question.
I don't think because I think when she got fired and even when she walked out and kind of acted hurt, I think that was her. This is all part of the plan moment.
So she never has told anyone what the plan was. And I think that was intentional. And and then she said something that was a lie, really. She said, I was feeding him information and he was telling them all wrong information. But if it was all wrong information, they wouldn't have been in certain places. They wouldn't have been there to be able to get the guy who makes this poison for all superheroes. Like they wouldn't have been there if that was everything that he said, that A-Train said, was a lie. So she actually lied when she said that. So my point is, I think she knew the only way to take Homelander down is from the inside, and she put her plan in motion to get everyone that she wanted there at that time. And now we're gonna see in the last episode, the boys are gonna be lost. They have no way. They have a terrible leader, and they have no idea how to do anything. And she is going to be the reason why they're going to be able to get to the next season.
Yeah, she's gonna be because I'm curious because remember when she was walking down, she's like, "Oh, you're not gonna be happy until you kill everyone or blah blah blah." She goes, "But there's one person you can't defeat."
You can't.
I'm like, who?
Himself.
Because is it himself? I mean, because I'm thinking or is it Ryan? Which I guess is himself, as
I think it's mentally he is so broken that he can never defeat himself because in his own self-doubt.
Yeah, because after that, and his eyes kind of lit up. He's like, "Fuck," like you're right.
Yeah, not to mention the remaining members of the remaining members of the team of the 7 are all idiots.
That too. Yeah, you got rid of the only smart one.
Yeah, he has to split a brain cell between himself, Firecracker, the Deep, and Black Noir.
And I think that's gonna be the point. That she did that. She put this team together to be broken up. He set it all in motion.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what happens with her, because if they just leave her off like that, and it never really leads into anywhere, I'll be kind of upset. I'll be a little upset about it. I was like, because she is an interesting character, and I want to see what she does, because if she is the smartest person in the world, then that can't be the end of it,
No, it can't be. So I'm interested to see where they go with that.
Yeah.
And I think the only way we're going to find out this was all part of her plan is that A-Train is going to go hide somewhere, and she's going to be the one person that can find him, and she's going to be able to send there. Oh, this was all part of my plan. And they've known each other for a long time. Remember, A-Train's like, Sage, what the hell are you doing here? They've already known each other. So all this could be part of their plan from the get-go. A-Train is the one who brought her in or put her file in there for her to, for her to come in. Like all this could be a part of their plan together.
That'd be interesting if they backtrack that far back and they kind of had stuff planned. So, yeah, I like that because there's only one more season because season 5 and that's it for the main story. Because I know they're doing like The Boys Mexico or something like that, which they could tie back in. Gen V is still going to keep going, which is going to be kind of cool. But next season, that's it for The Boys. And I'm kind of curious to see what exactly happens. And I think next week, the final episode of season 4 is gonna set up the beginning of the end. Like, here's the little hint we're gonna give you that is gonna lead into how it's all gonna be over. You know, I'm kind of curious to see what
Is that, or do teams get drawn for Ryan joining Butcher finally becoming a superhero, and then you see who the lines are drawn. You know who's on what side, and now everyone's gunning for Homelander, and it's Homelander and Newman together, and everyone else is dead on one side, but they're the two most powerful of everybody, and then you have everybody else on the other side trying to get to them because Newman's now president of the United States.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. Even with the virus, when they figure out the virus thing, because that's similar to the comic book. So like they are following some things similar to the comic book. So I don't know. There's so many good questions, not like bad questions or like, oh, that's stupid. Oh, I don't like good questions that like I can't wait to see where all these things like lead us, between Ryan and Sage and even Black Noir. Like I'm really curious to know what happened to him. Like
he's gonna be depressed because he was in love.
I know. That's right. He said, "Oh, I love you." He's like, "What?" Oh god, that's stupid. Yeah. He goes, I don't think I would be allowed to watch The Boys if I asked from reading my parents' guide. Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, man, we haven't even talked like about the other stuff. Like, there's so much other like this stuff that I think anybody under 18 probably shouldn't watch. Like, it's that much, plus the violence and oh man. Yeah, but it is a wild episode that had some really good stuff in it, and like what was it? Both of you guys said it about A-Train. Man, I don't want to see him die. I don't want to see him die.
Me neither.
They keep setting up like, you like him? Oh, you really like him? Oh, is he your new favorite character?
Dead.
At least if you kill him, it's got to be epic, man. You can't kill Web Weaver the way you did. Like, it just ripped him in half. Like,
Yeah,
what the
and he did it slowly, which was just especially cruel.
Yeah. Oh man, but even that was just like she's like, oh, here's this dude, and this dude had no information, and it just pissed off Homelander even more. And it was just like, it's just ripped him in half. That was
it was hilarious because I mean, she came in, Sage came in and said, what's the point? He has nothing. He's just a junkie. Why you go as a junkie? And they're looking like firecrackers, like so.
Yeah. Like, and she brought up good points. Like, she's like, just leave Butcher alone. Just leave him alone.
He will die,
and he's gonna die on his own. Which is true. Like that problem's gonna fix itself. But that's the problem with Homelander. Homelander has such a big ego, where it's like, nah, like I gotta fix it. I gotta do it. I gotta be the one. So, but yeah, Ryan's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be curious to see where all of it ends up. I just can't believe there's one episode left. Damn.
I think Ryan is going to be on the other end. I think he's going to end up with Butcher, even though Butcher's dying right now. So, but I think that's what could draw out Ryan.
Yeah. I just love when he was in the camera. He's like, because everyone knows that's Homelander's dad, right? Or Homelander's kid. Everyone knows that. Blah blah blah. And he came out as like, oh, my mom, loved her husband Billy, and I'm like, oh damn. So he just told the world like,
Billy Butcher is my step
or,
almost.
or at the very least, like Homelander, was it married or whatever? So it's like, Mr. Perfect Golden Boy. How are you gonna explain that?
Obviously, they don't care about that. I mean, Firecracker talked about the 15-year-old boy.
Which is even funny. That song was super fucking catchy. Like
it was.
It was super catchy, and in it is like, oh, if there's if somebody's groom, like if you see a groomer call somebody, but I was like, you literally have a puppet of a girl who had sex with a 15-year-old. Like your argument's invalid. Like, but yeah, that was funny. Just seeing the Muppets again, I was like, how does this show keep bringing these making Muppets or puppets and it just being great? At least this time it made sense. It was like a kid show kind of thing, but I did think that it was funny. Little singing Homelander puppet. But cool. You guys got anything else before we finish this one?
I think that was mostly it.
Yeah,
one of my favorite episodes of the season so far, for sure. Especially that ending. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in seeing how Butcher doesn't die. I'm interested in seeing what happens with Kimiko and Frenchie, because I think that relationship is really interesting, and I 100% think the shapeshifter is going to be pregnant, and that was the important part of seeing them have sex. Him thinking it's Starlight, and then finding out there's not Starlight later. But after that whole abortion thing, seeing another person have his baby and him wanting to have that baby, it's going to ruin their relationship, and that's gonna be interesting too.
Yeah, that's gonna be super interesting. Super interesting. Yeah, all that stuff, man. So leave a comment if there's anything we missed that you want to talk about. Leave a comment. We'll definitely chit chat in the comments about stuff like that. So if you have any theories, be down there as well. We appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us in the replay. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and come and join us every Monday and Thursday. We're talking about The Boys, other TV shows and movies, and all the other fun, nerdy, geeky stuff. Like I said, appreciate everyone. And if you're watching live, stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic. All right. We get into, I know, Toxic King Men.
Got some good questions.
Yeah, I said, are you guys seeing Fly Me to the Moon or Long Legs this weekend?
I'm getting progressively interested in seeing Long Legs. With all the things I'm hearing about it.
Same. I mean,
Fly Me to the Moon. Yeah. It's it, and it's got me intrigued how they're not like showing a whole lot about the movie, and they're not showing what Nicolas Cage looks like in full view. Like I said, I like trailers like that because it's enough to hook my interest, and it's not showing me the entire movie. So I think I'm going to try to lay aside time, maybe even Saturday morning, to go see Long Legs in the AM. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that one. The Fly Me to the Moon. If I hear it's good, I might want to go check it out. Otherwise, I'm not really interested. But I don't think Brian's gonna go watch Long Legs. So.
If y'all think I'm gonna go see Long Legs, y'all haven't been watching this long enough. You don't understand. I'm not gonna see. There's no chance, because that's what you got. No chance in hell that I'm gonna go see Long Legs.
Yeah. So Mama Bear was guessing correctly. Yeah. But yeah. So definitely,
literally, never. There's no way. No.
Yeah. So if we can check it out, we'll probably do maybe me and Brandman would do a quick review on it. So we'll see. So Toxic said, have you guys ever played The Walking Dead, the Telltale series video game? If so, what are your thoughts on all Clementine seasons, and who are your top 3 characters? Also, my favorite video game of all.
Really?
I started to play a little bit of it, and then I just stopped because I think I got into like a bigger game that I wanted to play. I heard good things about it, but Telltale before they went under, like they made really good like games, but
sometimes you put too much money into the storyline, and that cost you money because you're not going to make that money back up. And the same people would have played your video game without as much greatness, without all the details and stuff, which is like the opposite of what I just said about TV show. But you could do that with a video game because the talking is just whatever. Talking is adding on. The action is what actually matters in the video game. So
the Telltale guy, I know it gets a lot of love. Like Toxic saying it's his favorite of all time. But I kind of gave up on Walking Dead. At 4, I think I just stopped watching, and then just never really cared to jump back into it. Like everything I got from just being on the internet. I know what was going on, so I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, man, your favorite video game of all time? Like
that's crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm gonna need some time to think on that one.
Yeah. Also, Clementine in Walking Dead is my favorite character in all fiction, with Kenny coming in second. Okay. So I don't even know who Kenny was in the video game. Or Clementine, because I know Clementine was the little girl in it. I just started. I played it a little bit, and then I just kind of stopped.
I think my favorite video game of all time was Batman Arkham Asylum.
I love Arkham Asylum.
I think that's my favorite video game of all time.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I God of War, the first one, the original, the very first one, PS2. I played it, and as soon as I played it, I could not stop playing it. Legit. I beat that whole game in one sitting, and it's not a short game. I stayed up multiple nights, did all that. Yeah. Like rented it from Blockbuster. Like it was like so amazing. I love that game. I loved all the games. So, but that first one though was just peak. I mean, you had a 16 in it. You had a 16 in it. Yeah,
probably really liked Uncharted 3. Almost like a tie between Uncharted 3 and 4.
Those are good ones.
I really love the Uncharted games.
Yeah,
I like 4 more than I like 3.
Mm-hmm. I had a lot of fun on 4, like playing 4. It was so much fun. It's one series that I've consistently played and beat all the games.
Yeah, we got Cleves. What's up, Cleves?
Please, what's up, man?
Yeah, Kratos was my baby. Kratos was awesome, man. And just I love seeing the continuation of it. As now he's old, got the beard, a little bit slower and stuff like that. But still a badass. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I wonder why he likes the beard.
I got my hammers down there from the God of War game. So, my Thor hammers. I think I got. No, I don't have. I think I have like a small Kratos statue somewhere, but it's not up here.
I haven't seen it.
No, I think it might be in one of my boxes. Let's see. So next Wednesday will be my WW 2K24 Universe mode for SummerSlam pay-per-view. Where on the kickoff starts, Brandman and Brian will take on Zack Attack and a mystery opponent. Ooh. So I know he has like the social media belt, I think, something like that. I know I had it for a little bit, and then one of the Zacks took it from me. I was like, damn it. So, yeah, that's gonna be cool. Brandman.
I can't even beat this. Man, come on, tag team.
Right?
He's flipping all over the ropes. And I choke slamming people. There's no one that'll beat us. Come on, let's be honest. Let's just get that out. And then we
I mean,
get,
yeah,
we
just
get
check the
mad. I'm
videos.
just gonna powerbomb them. You know, I'm just, jackknife, done, dead.
You gotta have it. So if there's them two is like I come running out right towards the end and do some like illegal move, make you guys win.
Comes in, Stone Cold Stunners, throw him back in the ring, and Brandman just got him.
So we said on the main event it would be a triple threat for there you go, for the social media championship with Tank, Zach, and Zach. So Zach Gawler and Zach Milne. Nice.
And you know, I'm definitely DDTing somebody and then
Yeah,
throwing
right.
in the ring.
See, that's the problem when you have like me, Bramman, and Brian. It's like whenever there's like a 1-on-1 or something like that, or like
We coming.
like, yeah, it's a group. It's a group. Oh man. You need to have us come out to what the hell is it? The New Day. Like I love the New Day. I thought they were it was such a great idea, man. Like it's just like, especially what's his name? Oh my god. Not the main guy. Because there's the guy I suck with the newer names. There's a guy who became the champion. And that was such a big deal because they're like he's like the first legit black man to become champion that wasn't like a gimmick or something like
Ahmed Johnson.
Yeah, Ahmed Johnson, got it,
Was awful.
Yeah, but like but the New Day I thought was just great because it's just like three black dudes and you like they didn't do the trope of like gangsters or anything. They're like, no, they're like anime fans come out with like trombones and colorful outfits, and they were just so fun to watch. Like I just love it.
So you're talking about Kofi Kingston then?
Kofi Kingston, yeah, he's the main guy. He was awesome, but the other guy, he went up being like a host. He's on Twitch a lot. Something Creed. I can't remember his name. He's super fun. Like he is like super fun. But yeah, New Day was like they were awesome. I really appreciated them because you never get like groups like that because all the groups now are always all kind of serious, or like something like that. You never had like a cool, like fun group that like or just fun to see watch. Xavier Woods, Austin Creed. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, my cat's sitting on my keyboard. Yeah. Xavier Woods, Austin Creed. He's just fun. He was on G4 when they did the reboot of G4, and he was fun, like to watch doing that. Wow. And I gave Brandon a 5-star frog splash. Nice. There you go. Heck yeah. It gave me the Stone Cold Stunner. Brian got the choke slam and the jackknife powerbomb.
That's what I want. That's all I want. I would do that in real life. If we ever got to like a bar fight, it was in video, you will see me literally kick someone in the stomach and then jackknife them to a car. And then they're going after somebody else, and I'm gonna choke slam them like through like a table. Like that's exactly what I would do in real life.
That's funny.
And Brandman had a Rey Mysterio mask. Oh my god, I would die.
That would be hilarious. That would be so funny. That would be great.
That would be awesome. Oh man. I missed the OG Kratos. He was awesome. I do appreciate the new Kratos. Have you guys seen this documentary called The Downfall of WCW?
No, but I've heard about it and I've been meaning to.
Like I've seen other like like TikTok always has like these like part 1 of like 15, and it's like they just do a whole episode, basically in parts. I watch stuff like that, or on YouTube they do like stuff. So I don't think I've seen that documentary, but I've seen like people always talk about like how it all ended and stuff like that. How like NWO started and was like peak, and then it just got bad at the end, which it did.
I never realized how bad Goldberg was at wrestling.
Yeah. 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 I remember that when I was watching it, because the dude was like he had like 100 win streak, something stupid, like it wasn't even like legit, because he started off like at 70 or whatever. But like all his matches were like super quick because
couldn't maintain it.
Yeah, no one wanted to do anything with him. Also, like Ultimate Warrior was also a guy that was not good to wrestle with because he wasn't good at wrestling. Like he would hurt you and get tripped up and do shit, but he had a great gimmick, and he's like one of my favorites. Like, but like finding out years later that he sucked in the ring was like it's kind of sad.
Oh man, favorite all-time wrestler, right away.
Macho Man.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, Macho Man is like one of my. There's a shirt I want where it's like the cream rises to the top, and he's holding the little creamer. Like, he's just, and this hearing, like, it sucks. Him and Hogan had the falling out, because of his wife and all that shit. But like Macho was just so. He was just so professional all the time, like all people come, like Hogan and other wrestlers were like, it'll be like 1 o'clock in the morning and he'll like call him. He goes, "Hey, so I'm thinking like we're gonna do this, this, and this. We're gonna go through these moves and shit." Like he would have the whole, match like laid out, and Hogan be like, "Bro, shut up. It's
go sleep.
Go sleep." It was just like, but like, and even his brother, like all these people that knew Macho was just like, that's once he became that's who he was all the time. Like he didn't know how to turn it off. He was Macho Man, just talk like that all the time, like, which is just wild.
Let's see what you give for Christmas gifts.
Yeah. Macho Man. Like, yeah, Macho. I love Hogan. Hogan was OG, but Macho Man was just, then he got like dressed by like a guy who helped dress pimps in Florida. Like that was the dude who helped him dress, which is why he was all flashy and shit. It was like, yeah, man, it's like the dude was wild. It was awesome.
What you, Brandman? What's your favorite all-time wrestler?
Probably The Undertaker.
Number one on my list. Number one on my list, Undertaker.
Can't go wrong with that.
Like, F everybody else. It's The Undertaker. It's a big chasm. And then it's like Farouk, and then
Farouk,
because he played football, and I love that type of person. And then like another chasm, and then it's like Bret Hart, Stone Cold, and The Rock.
Stone Cold is probably my second. Stone Cold is my second.
Yeah, I think Stone Cold would be a runner-up for me too. Come to think of it.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you not like Stone Cold? I mean, it's what
exactly.
It is. You might not like me, but how you not like Stone Cold?
Yeah. So and then finding out he was like a pretty cool dude.
Apparently, everyone loved him. Everyone loved him.
Yeah. I remember, who was it? Was it Owen Hart? I think it was Owen Hart because he would do the pile driver. And people were like, "Bro, you're not tall enough to do it." Like Undertaker do. He's fucking 7 feet tall. Like you can't.
It made no sense because it looked weird because his people's knees would be over his head.
Yeah, and I believe was
he's the one that broke his neck.
I think so. Let me look at it real quick. And from Owen, right? Yeah, Owen Hart breaks Stone Cold's neck, literally. And they show the replay. If you've never seen it, you gotta look it up. He puts him in between his legs and pile drives him, and you just see Stone Cold's neck just like crunch up, and I was like, "Oh, it's horrible, horrible." And he's laying in pain. He's like flopping around. He's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Oh man, yeah." Oh, like to this day, people are still like, "Why would Owen do that?" Like he's like 5'6". Like you can't grab a guy that's taller than you and expect that.
That's because the Harts, you couldn't tell them nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, Bret the Hitman Hart, you can't tell him nothing.
Yeah, Owen sat out on his pile driver, unlike Kane and Undertaker. You land on your head. You're not supposed to with the pile driver. You land on your knees.
Your knees, and that's why your knees get messed up. But that's why tall people do it, and they stay. It makes it look like it's an impact, but it's not really an impact. It saves everyone, by you landing on your knees.
Yeah. I say I saw someone place a leather wall.
Oh, she's talking about the Undertaker. So he's so tall, he only came up to her belly button.
Yeah.
To his belly button.
Yeah, he's super tall. Cleveland saying Goldberg, Stone Cold's up there. Yeah.
People like Goldberg, but the reason they came up with Goldberg was because of Stone Cold.
Yeah. It didn't work. It wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same, but he was popular. He was very popular.
Yeah. Who was it? Was it? Fuck. It was somebody's kid, and it was in WCW. He would come out, and he was trying to be Stone Cold. He had a vest on, and every time he would come out of down the ramp, he would still be wrapping up his wrist. That was like his gimmick kind of thing. But he was like a really shitty version of Stone Cold, but it was a wrestler's kid. I forgot whose kid it was. Yeah, it was bad, man. WCW always tried to like bootleg the good stuff from WCW or WWF, and it never quite worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Modern day Goldberg is worse than past Goldberg. Probably. He sucked and he's got worse.
I love it. Yes, I thought you were going to say Dustin Rhodes. That's what I was going to go with.
Everyone in that family are legends, man.
Yeah.
Everyone in that family.
I mean, Cody, look at Cody. I mean, he's not even like really part of the family,
Yeah, this is son, ain't it? Not Dustin.
Yeah, not. It's like he's raised by his mother. He was like a strange son, like I think that, right? Like he's like his
Dustin Rhodes. Yeah. Because
he's not like
Rhodes was Gold Dust.
Yeah. So and that's his brother.
That's his brother.
That's Cody's brother.
Yeah. Yeah. Dusty Rhodes is
the father.
Which he still got like some of the wildest shit. Like he would go out there like and think he was like super hot and attractive, and it's just the funniest thing to watch him out there like he's like so sexy and shit. I was like, bro, like no. Even back then, he was not like an attractive guy.
He looks terrible.
Yeah, he was a great wrestler. Had a great gimmick. But yeah. But I didn't know like him and Cody had because I know he had something about like a watch, that kind of came in and stuff like that. But yeah. But
even like everyone said like Dustin was everything you're supposed to be as a wrestler. He's 6'6", so he's like 6. He's actual 6'6". He's big. He's strong. He's a great wrestler. He had a great gimmick. All those things. So he was supposed to be the one that was supposed to be great.
Yeah, and he was really good because he was the original American Nightmare.
Yep.
He was the original American Nightmare, and then Cody.
Well, Cody, remember, as you say, he's his half brother, so that they don't have the same mother. That's not from the same family.
Oh.
He did not grow up with him. That's why I keep on saying like he's not with Dusty. Like he's not. They're not brothers like that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, but even they had Dustin and Cody, because it was Gold Dust and he was Stardust for a while, and I thought that was stupid as shit.
Yeah.
Stardust. But it still kind of upsets me that like Cody left what was it? AEW?
Yeah. He started it and then left.
Yeah, like started and then like, hey, you want to come back and we'll make you champion? He's like, fuck you guys, I'm out. So he's a lot of fun. I watched WrestleMania because of him. Like there was him. The Rock came back for it. What's his name was like kind of probably going to be his last fight ever, if not for a long, long time.
I mean, it definitely is Cody. Cody finished. All thing was about him finishing the story. He was going to ESPN. He was talking about all those things. I just want to finish my story. The Rock was okay enough, welcoming enough to allow me to do this with him.
Yeah. Started that definitely puke. Oh, we got Tony in the house. What's up, Tony?
Hey.
Tony.
You make me miss it. I like that. Yeah. So glad he finished the story this year. Yeah, and I mean, it was really on the Rock coming in and being cool with being a heel again. And because if the Rock came in and is like, nah, I want to be the good guy. I want to be the Rock.
He's the biggest star. He's the biggest star ever. And he could easily just whatever he said goes.
Yeah,
but he didn't do it. He was able to put his ego aside and let it happen.
Yeah, which just makes I loved watching the Rock be heel again, and he was fucking bad, man. Like pulled out his belt and whipped it, and was like talking shit about his mom. I'm gonna whip Mama Cody or Mama Rose or whatever the hell it was. I was like, bro, like he was wild. He was like a true bad guy. And I really did like seeing it, because otherwise, like, I really fell off of WWE. But I went up watching it because right now I have no idea what's going on right now.
Dude, I love Taker. My favorite moment ever, I think, was someone got slammed through the ring and the Undertaker was under there, and he came back up through, like, it looked in shock, like couldn't, and it was the return of the Undertaker. That was one of my favorite moments ever. But anytime he entered the ring and he turned off the lights, and turned off the light and then turned it back on, I was in love. Even when he became a biker, I didn't care.
I didn't like that stage that much. The American Badass stage, I thought it was a little.
It was just him being himself. He was probably just tired of putting all the other stuff. But brother versus brother, that was cool. Undertaker versus Undertaker, that was cool.
That was so cool.
All the times with Shawn Michaels, the streak.
The streak. I remember I was at a bar. We were watching WrestleMania because that was like the thing going on, and we're all just kind of sitting and watching and hanging out and shit. And then all of a sudden, like, Undertaker loses. Everyone in the bar was like, "Wait, what?" Like, it was so weird. It was crazy. It was wild. It was, and then it cuts to the one guy who, like, in the crowd was like shocked that, like, is a meme now. Yeah.
Oh man, you 100% Undertaker and Mankind.
Mick Foley is awesome. Mick Foley is super awesome.
So those cage matches. Oh my god.
Them talking about it like all these years later, and just like, oh no, he wasn't smiling. He was sticking his tongue through a hole in his lip. Like, what? It's like what the hell, man? Like, yeah. Oh, Roman Reigns. That's what I was thinking. Roman Reigns. But yeah. It's a lot of fun. I know I'm gonna probably get back in it once my kids get a little bit older, and wrestling is just like, especially with like little boys, it's just like a cool thing, And I remember I was into it like super hardcore back in the day, and when I was into it was the Attitude Era, the fucking bras and panties matches and shit, like little kids shouldn't be watching.
Mm-hmm. Talking about, we used to work, like, 8th grade, used to go around just stunning people, just
walking around like suck it. It was like like fucking 7th graders. So it was like,
oh yeah, I got in trouble for that many times.
I think we all did. That was a very inappropriate thing that it was the thing to do at the time, though.
I got in a football fight, because I mean, if you played football, there are fights all the time. And I got a football fight during the summertime, and this dude like threw a punch at me, and I caught him. Like, I caught him like this, and I super rock bottomed him. I just super rock bottomed him.
Oh, that's funny. I know I did the second in one of my basketball games in high school. Yeah, like I was the goon, man. I was the goon. Like, I had really good defense, really good like rebounding. I couldn't shoot the best. Yeah, and I was the goon. So one guy came and hurt our guy, so that my rest of my game was like, oh, I'm gonna get fouled out hurting you. And he did something, and I don't remember. I think he tried to swing at me and he missed. And then, like, as he was falling, I tripped him. So he fell. And then I did the sucking thing. Oh my God. I don't think I was ever afraid of in my life of being beat the fuck out of that moment. All the bets, I was like, oh my God. Did I take it too far? I might take it too far.
So what? You did it. You know, I'm going with it. Whatever.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't be like, whoa. I was just like, what are you gonna do? But yeah, that was the second thing was like the cherry on top of everything.
Yeah.
There were sucky guys and there was like the NWO guys, and I was like, that doesn't hit as cool as the second. Like it was cool, but not as
I remember when we had an assembly and the principal was talking and everyone started yelling, "What?"
yeah,
And you guys are going to sit down and listen. What? Like it was just over. It was so cool.
I think me and Manny, my friend Manny, we were doing that some years ago. I was questioning whether or not in doing it during their wedding, because I gave the speech. I can't think of the name of the speech. Like the
Best man speech.
The best man speech, and I was like, should I do the what thing? And I kind of looked at him, and he kind of like, I'm like, I don't
looked at you
know.
like, don't do it.
No, I'm like, maybe not. Part of me is like, fuck, I should have. I should have, but I think the five of us in the crowd would have been like, what? And everyone else is like, what the fuck's going on? Yeah. But all right. Toxic got us all off track. I said I might dress up as King for Halloween this year and do a choke slam on one of my friends for the video. Man,
that's awesome.
Just like walk into the classroom and have one of your friends turn off the lights. And then you walk in and turn the light on as you're like choke slamming him.
Oh, we're giving them bad ideas. That's not good.
I know, right? What? Now that's a chant for a lot of wrestling shows. Yeah. That was. That's what. So Stone Cold was how he went from like being serious and like this badass, and then like he was like a goofball when they were doing the Invasion era kind of thing. Him and Kurt Angle were like, that was peak like Stone Cold for me, because it was just like Kurt Angle was the butt of the joke and Stone Cold was always like right there, and then them just being so good with improvising stuff. It was just like, it was so good.
Stone Cold and The Rock together were my favorite things like that, because they're both charismatic. They're both great wrestlers, both tacticians, and the things they say, they're so quick witted. Like it was so awesome. One person says something, the next person will be without a beat, like just got them. And I always thought they were perfect. They played off each other so well.
Yeah. That's why I love, like, I still, whenever it pops up on my feed, I'll watch them talk about their last match together. You know, and when The Rock like beat Stone Cold, and The Rock was just like over Stone Cold. He's like, "Oh, I thank you, man. I love you." And so, and then Stone Cold's like, "I love you too, man." It's like two grown ass sweaty men like saying, "I love you," just because, you know, even like The Rock pushed away the referee. Is like, no, this is our moment right now. You know, it was like super cool, because without Stone Cold, The Rock wouldn't be as big. Without The Rock, Stone Cold probably would not have been where he was.
They ruled the wrestling world.
Yeah,
because of each other.
Yeah. This thing, I don't know if The Rock would be who he is now if he didn't get big in wrestling, because he got big from doing stuff with Stone Cold. You know,
I don't know. I mean, The Rock has all the family. He has all the generations of stuff. So I mean, he probably would have gotten the opportunity.
Yeah, he's got the pedigree to be a great wrestler, but to be a great
entertainer, like, because I mean,
entertainer.
I think it's a mix. A mix between his grandfather and his father. Yeah, I think he's been doing it for a long time, so I think he would have done it anyway, but just not to the scope of what he became. Now he's become the highest grossing actor, you know, of all time. Like, I mean, no, he wouldn't have became that. No.
He just signed a big his studio signed a big contract with Disney.
Yeah, I believe.
It was like $5, $7, whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called. Him and his ex-wife, their studio production company. They just signed a big contract with Disney, so they're gonna be making a lot of stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a rocking a lot more Disney stuff coming up. You know, Marvel maybe. So yeah.
Finally, the Rock has come back.
Oh,
From Marvel Studios.
Oh man,
Rushmore.
The Rock and Marvel, that would be something.
He can do some good characters.
Is the Rock on your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers?
Yeah. He is. He is.
Because I mean,
yep, he is.
I gotta go through it for me. I'm gonna put Andre the Giant is on my Mount Rushmore of wrestlers. That dude is, come on, no one was going to beat him ever unless he allowed it to happen. You know, and I don't even like Hulk Hogan because he's a racist prick, but he's going to my Mount Rushmore of wrestlers. I think I love Stone Cold. And see, I like The Undertaker more than I like The Rock. But I think The Rock is bigger star. So I probably put The Rock on there.
Yeah. I think for me, a lot of it's gonna be like new era kind of stuff. You know, that's a good one. So then Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, John Cena. I would take away John Cena and put The Rock.
I don't like John Cena. Yeah.
I would take away John Cena and put The Rock. I never really cared for him. You know, when he first came out against Kurt Angle with the ruthless aggression, I thought that was kind of stupid. You know, and then he became the white rapper thing.
Is stupid.
Like, it's a whole gimmick I didn't care for. You know, like I'm sure he's a nice guy, supposedly, you know, with the Make-A-Wish stuff, and he's a super like nice person, but just I never liked his gimmick. You know, it got big because Eminem got big. You know, and then like kind of teetering on becoming a superstar or just kind of being mid card kind of guy, The Rock boosted his shit up so much. Yeah,
I love the fact you put Bret Hart. Bret the Hitman Hart was my favorite wrestler growing up. Until I realized I like the Undertaker more. I just like the Undertaker more. But Bret the Hitman Hart, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. When you say that about yourself, that's just awesome. It's just
it's always gonna be a bad taste on how he left with, you know, the screw job, you know, match. The Montreal screw job. And then when he went to WCW and just did not give a fuck. Like he went there and he did not give a shit. Like it was bad. It was bad. But peak Bret was amazing.
I almost said Bret. Bret the Hitman Hart is my fuck for Mount Rushmore. It'd be either him or Triple H.
Put a sharpshooter or someone. How many times have you? I mean, come on.
That's true. That the sharpshooter and a stunner, and probably like The Rock, you know, with people's elbow and the rock bottom, like, you know.
I think I put more people in the figure four than anything.
Yeah, Goldberg. Yeah,
probably on accident. So whoops.
Hey, it's just bad, man. Bad. Yeah. Bret was the model for technique wrestling.
He was technical wrestling. He was. I mean, his family like almost invented the idea of what you did in all the holds and all the moves and everything. They invented it, so he mastered it. So
yeah, the Hart Foundation, like I thought that was like super cool. Yeah. There you go. So Zach Millen has sharpshooter as a finisher.
That is so awesome.
You got to give the Canadian finishing move, right?
Like even if he put me in a sharpshooter, I want Tank to reach out for the rope and me hand him the rope so he's able to hold on to it.
Brandon Kirk, but Kirk is
actual wrestler.
Gold medal.
He Bret Hitman Hart, like his family created wrestling moves for entertainment. No, Kurt Angle is a wrestler. He kill you.
That's cool. Yeah.
He's literally Homelander. He could literally rip you in half. Like,
yeah. Said Brendan Hogan represents the Golden Era. Stone Cold represents the Attitude Era. Cena represents the Ruthless Aggression and PG era. Yeah. See, but for me, by then, by the time John Cena was a thing, I was already over. After the Attitude Era, I kind of started checking out.
I think The Rock is just a better
Yeah.
overall wrestler. Like, if you put him out in wrestling, because he changed wrestling. He changed everything. And then he went into the acting thing and did a great job in that too. Like, he just changed a lot of stuff for a lot of wrestlers that came after him.
Yeah.
He created a way out, and you didn't have to be terrible at doing it.
Yeah. His nickname was the Wrestling Machine. Yeah. Yeah. They're all the Hart guys, all of them. It is sad, man. Like, they all like the way they died. You know, Owens, especially Owen.
Dude, I remember that.
Like, that's still the only one alive, and
they just cut away.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. That was so rough. That's so rough. Here we go. All right, well, let's get a little bit back on track. It says Tony said, since DC is not going to Comic-Con, do you guys think James Gunn will do an online presentation announcing casting for his other projects?
No, I think it was a calculated thing for them not to go to Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to let Marvel have this, and they're going to do their own thing afterwards that's going to contend with it, because he has movies, he has casting and all that other stuff, and he's going to make it big for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I competing? I'm not going to compete with Marvel. I'm just going to show you all this. I got it all laid out, and I'm going to do this big presentation on my own and try to overshadow it.
Yeah. Trying to think because, like, after Comic-Con, like, Marvel still has D23 in August, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they don't even have to go all out, like, because I'm sure they're going to keep some things
under wraps
for D23.
I think they don't talk about X-Men. I think that's what they do. They'll hold off X-Men to D23.
Yeah, I can see that.
I could. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, I was saying, yeah, I could see that. Them kind of holding off on anything X-Men related. I think they're probably gonna, maybe for Comic-Con, maybe we'll get the Captain America trailer. Maybe some Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
The Avengers 5 title, and maybe some footage from Born Again.
Yeah. I think they're gonna ride
and Agatha.
Deadpool. They're gonna ride that wave like crazy. See you, Toxic.
Oh, they have to. I'll see you later, Toxic.
I think they're gonna ride that wave of Deadpool, Wolverine, and even Comic-Con. They're going to ride the wave and just keep promoting the hell out of that. Even in
it's that week, I believe. I believe Comic-Con is the week.
It's the week after. So is it? I think Comic-Con's like the 27th. Isn't that what it is?
Yes. The day after Deadpool comes out.
Yeah,
the day afterwards. Yeah. So I think they're going to lean hard into that, and then they'll give you some Fantastic Four information, and then do panels. But they don't have to give you more because Deadpool Wolverine's going to be out.
Yeah. So it's the 25th to the 28th. So it's that weekend. So yeah, they're going to promote the crap out of that movie. Even more. I mean, people are already super excited. Can you imagine being at Comic-Con and them doing like a premiere for like Comic-Con? You know, like, oh, the place would go bonkers. That place would, like, oh my God, like, seeing that movie that weekend at Comic-Con, that'd be pretty. And there's a very, very good chance like Hugh and Ryan are gonna both be there. Like that would be the Marvel movie to see. Like, if you ever had to see one, like, that would be it at Comic-Con. If they do it, I'm pretty sure they will, though. But
I agree.
yeah.
They're gonna have their panel, and they're gonna use that to ride the wave, and then you'll get through D23. That's when they're gonna start announcing stuff. You're not gonna announce anything until after that. All of a sudden, you're gonna start seeing, what's gonna happen. I think you get the Avengers title then. I think you get, more X-Men stuff then, D23, and then that's what DC needs to take advantage of that afterwards. So there's gonna be a lull, and Warner Brothers needs to do something. And that's how and that's how DC gets their stuff out.
Yeah, because I'm looking at because DC is going to be there, but not the. I don't think it's going to be it's not the DC. It's like DC Comics, because they're saying like Absolute Power is going to have a panel. Jim Lee and Friends, Harley
The Penguin
and Kite Man. Yeah, Adventures with Superman stuff. Superman and Lois, Gotham City, Batman Cape Crusader, the Penguin. Then DC Book Club. So yeah, I don't think DC Comics are going to be, but not DC EU or DCU now, right?
No, DCU, the movie. Yeah.
DCU. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what? Green Lantern. I just saw a side article where Green Lantern 13 introduces a villain with a new color. What other color is there? Ultraviolet, maybe.
All of a sudden, you'll get angry.
But yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorrow, really? Sorry, getting laggy a little bit. I did open too many panels, too many things. Oh fuck! I think there was a trailer I want to watch, but I don't know if any of our internets are going to be able to hold it. Because
mine might be able to.
What there was something that came. Oh, Gladiator. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we gotta watch the Gladiator trailer just because. We could watch it on mute, maybe. Although I did hear somebody did the trailer, but put the Hans Zimmer music in it instead of a Kanye song or a Jay-Z song, whatever it was.
I know I was joking about it the other day, but like people who are actually legitimately angry about the trailer music, even though I agree it was pretty out of place. I hope they had the same energy when Kid Rock was played in the trailer for the original.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't. Really? I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I really remember back then, but
Ball to Ball was used in one of the trailers. I think it may have been like the Super Bowl trailer or something like that, but it was definitely used in one of the trailers.
Mama Bear.
Yeah. Oh, the Oku Kung Fu movies.
He's like, hey.
Yeah.
I think you think trailer.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh man. Hopefully when I'm gone, I'll get the internet fixed. So by the time when I come back after my leave, I'll be back to good internet again. But I gotta look that up. I did not know a Kid Rock was played. I did. That's hilarious. Yeah. But I did hear somebody say that the same song was also in another Denzel movie or trailer for a movie. So it was like
may have even been one by Ridley Scott, because Ridley Scott has the tendency to Ridley Scott movies have the tendency to use a lot of hip hop in the trailers.
Oh, really?
I'm starting to think that's a creative decision by him rather than whoever cuts his trailers.
Yeah, or unless he just gives it to like his cousin. His cousin is just like a hip hop fan. It was like, there you go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Because I haven't seen the trailer, but I hear everyone talking about it.
Tell me if you hear it first. Yeah, no,
Definitely can hear it.
okay.
Yeah. So, but it's a trailer, so I'm not too like up in arms with. Oh, there we go. I'm not too up in arms with music. Yeah, I was like, does it look good? Do the characters sound good? The music is whatever. It's a trailer, but people were losing their shit with it though.
All right, well, let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it, and then we'll call it a night. And we talked about the Acolyte enough, I think. So
They didn't deserve that much time.
yeah, got enough of our rage. Oh man! All right, let's do this, and then we'll call it a night. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to check out the brand new, very much anticipated movie Gladiator 2. Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal, Denzel Washington, Ridley Scott's coming back for the sequel. I'm super excited about it because I love that first one.
Yeah, but that's why I want to know how this is going to work. But I'm interested in seeing this trailer to figure that out. So.
Yeah, if it's gonna be good or not, because Ridley Scott is very hit or miss, and he's been very miss lately. So,
yeah, more often than not.
Yeah. So let's check it out, and then we'll talk about it.
All right, here we go. November 22nd.
We'll see. Because this is like a glaring example of a sequel that really does not need to exist. And a lot of it really depends on Ridley Scott, because when Ridley Scott like lands, he really lands, and when he doesn't, he's either really good or really forgettable. I don't think there's any middle ground. So I'm hoping this is, and I can't remember the last. I legitimately can't remember the last Ridley Scott movie I saw because they're that forgettable nowadays. He just hasn't been sticking the landing at all.
Mm.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Ridley Scott movie in years that I didn't forget all about like 5 minutes later. So I'm hoping this isn't the case here, because the original one, the original Gladiator stands fine perfectly on its own. So I really hope he brings his A game with this one.
Yeah.
Good enough trailer, but most Ridley Scott trailers are.
It teases you.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go next, Brian?
Oh, you go.
Yeah. Gladiator is one of my all-time favorite movies. Like me personally, one of my like somewhere in my like top 10 for sure. Might break into my top 5. I heard they're making a sequel, and one was like, why and how?
Mm-hmm.
So I found out like it's the kid and this and that, blah blah blah. Watching the trailer, it reminds me of the first one, like, but in a way where I was like, are they just repeating like step by step, like exactly what's gonna happen, and just kind of tweak the details a little bit, So I was like, I don't know. Like, it looks good. I am kind of hyped for it, but also kind of scared, because for all the reasons Brandman said, like I had to look up right now the last Ridley Scott movie that I liked, and now 2015, The Martian.
Yeah, that's a great show.
Almost 10 years ago, like 9 years ago was the last movie and even before that, it was a while, American Gangster, 2007. So shit, like, and he's put out a lot of movies from 2007 to now, and I only like 2. Yeah, so I'm kind of kind of worried, but it does look cool, you know. And if it follows kind of a similar beat for beat kind of thing, I'm kind of okay with it, you know. But for the first trailer, I'm kind of digging it. Kind of excited about it. Pedro Pascal's in it, Denzel's in it. I mean, you got good actors. You got really good actors.
Mhm.
So I'm interested. What about you?
Without, so I think I already said there's no need for Gladiator 2. And then you guys told me about all the actors are going to be in there. You got to be excited and all stuff. If Denzel wasn't in this trailer, there's no way I will go see this movie. This movie will be one of those straight to video movies.
Mm,
There'd be no way I would go to see it.
really?
Denzel makes me have to go see it and probably like it, but Gladiator means something special to me.
Mhm.
You know, Maximus was special, and it's almost like Star Wars, where you're trying to make it less special by saying within 24 years later it happens again. Like, no, this is a once in a lifetime type of thing. An uprising that a slave who was a general came back and killed the king. You don't see that again. The story does not happen again. And for it to happen like within another lifetime, I don't think I like that. And I think it cheapens the first one.
Yeah.
And I would rather it not happen. But it is what it is, and I just have to get over it. And as I said, Denzel's in it, so I'll have to watch it either.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna have the same feel to it, you know, because like you said, the first one just had like such a fall from grace and then a redemption arc, and you know, and it was a great revenge story, you know, and everything like that. And then that had amazing actors with Joaquin Phoenix and Russell Crowe, you know. So I don't know if this one can come close to it, as in like the greatness, but I'll give it a shot. I'm willing to watch it and check it out and see what's going on. You know, yeah. I feel like Pedro doesn't just sign on to anything, and I feel like definitely Denzel just doesn't sign on to anything. So I feel like at least those two guys being part of this, I hope they're like, okay, it's a good movie. You know.
Yeah, I'm willing to see it. I just would have rather it not ever happen.
Yeah.
Same. It just doesn't need to exist.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? You know, like I said, it's going to be one of the two. It's either going to be really good or just forgettable. Like I cannot sanction this movie's existence.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. So I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I hope I love it even half as much as I love the first one. You know, like, that would still make it an amazing movie in my book.
Yeah, the first one's just awesome.
Yeah. It's got to be top 100 movies of all time, right? I mean,
yeah,
top 100.
Yeah,
top 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see. Ridley Scott's just been just like sleepwalking through the like I think I agree. The last one that really stuck with me that he directed was The Martian.
Yeah, I mean that's a great movie. So
I'm looking at everything since then. You know, Alien Covenant, All the Money in the World, The Journey. You know, I didn't like. House of Gucci I didn't like. Wasn't good. So
yeah. I don't even remember The Journey at all, like by name.
It was a short, I guess. So,
yeah, like Napoleon, they were hyping that up like it was going to be amazing, and then it was just
that had a great trailer. I remember we watching the trailer and we were like super hyped about that movie. It came out, and then we were like, ooh, maybe not. You know, but Yeah.
He's just been a slouch in recent years.
Yeah.
You know,
So hopefully I'm holding on hope that this is gonna be good. Because if it's good, I'm excited.
I just
So.
don't. I really don't think it's a theater movie. Don't.
Wow.
I said that. Like I think it'll be a streaming movie if it didn't have Denzel. It'll be a streaming movie.
Yeah. Yeah. But cool. Yeah. The trailer, it is what it is. We'll probably get a couple more and we'll see if it changes what we think for it right now. But leave a comment, let us know what you think about Gladiator 2, the first official trailer. Do you like it? Do you hate it? The music is whatever. The music is not going to be in the movie, so I really don't care. It's funny.
yeah,
But
people are overreacting about it. That's strictly for the trailer.
yeah.
I don't know why people are so quick to like, oh, they're gonna play hip hop in the movie itself just because they played it in the trailer. They didn't play Kid Rock in the trailer, or they didn't play Kid Rock in the first movie. It was all Hans Zimmer.
Yeah. So, and I gotta go back and watch that trailer with the Kid Rock Gladiator trailer because I need a laugh. That sounds funny. So, but for the first trailer, okay, but like I said, leave a comment, let us know what you think about it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and come and join us every Monday and Thursday live, and you can be part of the conversation. And if you are watching live, stick around because we're gonna get into the comments for this one. Cool. Probably do quick comments. Oh, just Mama Bear. Jay-Z took me out of the trailer. That's what a lot of people are saying that. Like Star Wars sequels, the main character has amnesia. Yeah. It's not a theater for me. Damn, it's not a theater movie for me, too. It's only I hope it's only for the trailer. Still feels like an odd choice to put in. Yeah, it's only for the trailer. I highly doubt Ridley Scott's gonna put that in a movie based in Roman times.
Yeah, based in what the 200 AD, like
yeah, whatever it is, yeah. But yeah, so what I read from the synopsis, I don't know if he has amnesia. I think he's just playing it off that that he's not who he is. You know what I mean? Same thing with like Maximus did in the first one is like he played he goes, oh, I'm just a Spaniard. Like, no, you're not, bro. Like you're a little bit more than that, So I think that's why I think they're kind of doing the same thing. Because at least from the synopsis I read is, he got taken away or blah blah blah, and he becomes a warrior. But also in the first one, I gotta rewatch it. I always assumed he was like the illegitimate son from Maximus. I don't know if they like made that assumption, or is that Joaquin's? No, it wasn't Joaquin's.
oh, it was the queen, the one we just saw.
Yeah, no, it was her. Her's the mom, but who's the dad? And I'm like, I don't think Maximus would cheat on his wife.
No, I don't think so.
So, yeah, I would have to go back and like who was the dad. I don't think it was Joaquin Phoenix. That's the brother. Not saying that wouldn't happen, but I don't think it was him either. So I was gonna go back and watch. It's been a few years since I watched Gladiator. I love that movie, man. There was a time where it was legit Gladiator, Fight Club, and maybe like two other movies that were just on repeat, back to back to back. Like that's all I
love Fight Club to this day. I still love Fight Club.
One of my all-time favorites. It's so good, man. That's why I like the whole thing going on in The Boys, because it reminds me of Fight Club. His Tyler Durden kind of thing.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Fight Club was amazing. But Gladiator, Fight Club, and there's a few other ones, but those were my main two that I just nonstop on repeat over and over and over again. Like my high school years. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the synopsis right now.
Oh yeah, the kid's father wasn't announced. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I was trying to remember, but yeah, because I think I read the synopsis not that long ago, because I think Erica was interested because Pedro Pascal's in it, and she told me, she goes, "Oh, if you want to go see it, I'm okay with going to see it." I was like, "Why?" She goes, "Oh, Pedro Pascal's in it." I was like, "Okay." So yeah, I'm pretty sick
Oh
about
wow!
it.
So originally he wanted to keep Maximus alive after his duel.
Oh really? I didn't read
Ridley
that.
Scott originally wanted him to live.
That would have been bad. Because like I hate when when movies do that, when the person needs to die and should die. Not because they're bad, just because for the story it makes the best sense for the character in the story. Like Neo had to die. If Neo survived, then it would feel like lopsided. Like there's things that like characters need to do. Like Maximus should have died.
He needs to die because he needs to join his family. That was the whole point.
Yeah.
He had to go to Elysium to
Yeah.
join his family. Their heaven.
Yeah. So, yeah. Him surviving would have been too weird, because then he would have became a politician, which he didn't want to be. So, yeah. I'm gonna go watch it. I don't know if Erica watched it. I might. She just told me today she never seen Jaws. So I was like,
Wow.
I'm like, no, well, we're watching for those 2 months. I'm gonna get a movie playlist together. In the middle of the night when the 2-year-old is sleeping and the newborn is up every hour, be watching the movie.
Hey, why you talking? Why you're in the hospital?
Yeah, oh yeah, it'll be whatever's on repeat at TBS. Because like with my first son, it was The Mummy on repeat. So like legit, like our son was pretty much born to like The Mummy, like so. I was like, hey, maybe again. Be the TBS is always gonna have, or TNT. It's either gonna be like Harry Potter, or like The Mummy, or
Because during the week is gonna be Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. Yeah. Well, oh shit.
And then Supernatural at 10 o'clock or 9 Central.
Yeah. Yeah. Because my first son I had during the weekend. This is gonna be like during the week. That's gonna suck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can watch Charmed.
Oh yeah. It said, being honest, Pedro isn't a draw for me. I think he's being overused.
Really? I can definitely see that. I'm fine with him, but it's definitely understandable.
Yeah.
Between Mandalorian, The Last of Us, this Fantastic Four. I could see how one would be fatigued by him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we got Danny in the house. What's up, Danny?
What up, Danny?
About to log off for the night. Appreciate you coming in. Nothing wrong with Harry Potter marathon. Nothing.
Not at all.
Super love it. Supernatural got me through my toddler years. Nice.
I watched Supernatural so many times. Like, give me like 18 seconds of anything I can tell you the entire story. What happened in the entire episode.
Which is funny. So you did bring that up. I know I told you guys. So hopefully probably next week or something like that. Just maybe at the beginning of the stream when everyone's coming in, I want to do that. It's called Framed, and you guess the movie by one frame. And you get X amount of chances. So I think that'd be something fun to like. So we don't get into the topics before we should get into the topics, because like Star Wars today. So we can play that game, let everyone come in, and then we can get into our topics.
Sounds good to me. I like it.
So because there's like they do it daily, so there's like 1,000.
It's like the football one that we used. So
something like that. Like, I remember us doing it, and we sucked at it. When it was like the four of us.
Yep.
Figure it out. So I figure between like Brandman alone, like it has to be like a game where each.
It's the 16th highest grossing movie directed by.
No, you don't even
That's
get that.
not
You just get a frame of the movie.
Oh,
So it could be just a random frame of any part of the movie, and it gets hard, or it's hard, and then it gets progressively easier the more you get wrong. But the whole point of it is you want to guess as early as possible. So yeah, maybe Monday we'll do one.
because I can't even think of this one right now.
Yeah, I know. And no, we're not gonna do it right now. It's gonna take too long. I gotta pull it up and stuff. Kevin, Jason, what's up, Jason? Appreciate
What's
you.
up, Jason? Thanks, man.
Yeah, I don't get superhero fatigue. Pedro fatigue, however, is real. I love Pedro though.
He can't be every person. Come on, man. He can't be everybody.
Sure, you can. I forgot Mando. I legit forgot Mando because he has the helmet on all the time. And half the time, it's not even him. So
it's his voice, though. Yeah.
Dane said, just speaking, it's 1:30. Dang, 1:30. I'm setting up my StreamYard so y'all to start recording in the morning at 6 a.m. Dang. Catch y'all later. Peace.
Is that when Danny?
Yeah. 6 a.m. Appreciate it. Check out the Trap trailer and The Beast Within. I'm ready to see those two movies. Trapped, yes. The Beast Within, I haven't seen that one. I gotta
check it out later because it is 12:30 and I am done.
Yeah, I'd like to go to bed.
Yeah. Brandman has to get back to his making yogurt.
I just let it sit now. Yeah.
I was like, you say that and it sounds way more different than him actually making yogurt.
Yeah. I don't have to I don't have to do anything until before I leave for work in the morning. Just refrigerate it once the timer goes off.
Very good. That's how you do it. But yeah, let's get out of here. Appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. We will be back Monday. What are we doing? House of Dragon?
Yeah.
No, wait. Yeah, Monday, right? House of Dragon, and then probably whatever movie. Maybe Long Legs. Me and Brandman will do a Long Legs review if I get a chance to watch it.
Yeah, I'll try to kill a spider. We'll see.
But all right, let's get out of here. Appreciate all you guys. All right,
I want you guys to watch Supercell, and then we can talk about that. That's what we should be doing.
Well, I'm cool with that. She wants to see the yogurt. There's some pictures on that. I think
it might look a little boring. It might look very just white.
Oh, that's funny. All right, let's get out of here. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys so much. We will see you on Monday. Have a good, safe weekend. Later.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.